And we're live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome.
Good evening, Megalopolis. Prison break in the outer worlds. What are our heroes doing off-world? Find out tonight on this special episode of the Brockton Bay Book Club, starring your host, Alan, and Hannah,
Hello, hi.
Jacob,
Hello.
and Nick.
Hello there.
And of course, rounding out sports, weather, and production, Michael.
Heyo. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome, welcome. We, of course, are a bunch of friends doing a read-through of Ward by J.C. McCrae. We do this bi-weekly, every other week. And we've been going arc by arc, sometimes splitting them up. This week, we are reading arc 9.10 to the end, 9.I, I believe. So finishing out this back half of arc 9. A lot happened on here. And yes, as Vic points out, only one of us is wearing our merch that you can, in fact, purchase. I'm sure there's a link. Oh, does Hannah have something? Oh, Hannah is also wearing the Brockton Bay Book Club t-shirt.
Let's go.
Very nice.
Christmas PJs, because it's
which
cold
are not in
and
store.
cold.
You cannot buy the PJs in store.
Yeah, that's an exclusive.
It's just the shirt.
But yeah, if you want
extra to have
exclusives,
these
though,
PJs.
you are more than welcome to join our Patreon, where we, talk on there, share some memes, and it's a good time. And we have exclusive content that we sometimes produce. I know we've been lax on that. We have stuff in the work. I always say we have stuff in the work, but doggone it if things aren't always busy with us.
Yeah, we try.
So we barely, let me tell you, we barely scrape under the wire when it comes to reading every week. We really should be better about that. I say as I finish the last chapter right before this. Yeah. So
It's just
all that being said,
that's all. We just want it the most fresh possible, you know.
Honestly,
Exactly.
Yeah. But you of course can join us live every other Tuesday. For those of you who aren't live, for those of you who are live, thank you for being here. And remember, no spoilers in chat. If there are spoilers, throw up T's to just get that out as quickly as possible. Double T's for Tattletale. And let's see. With all that being said, Nick, what did you think of this week's chapters? General overview.
I was trying to think of an analogy. And here's what I came up with for how I felt about the main storyline. The interlude a little bit different, but the main storyline, the main arc. You know, have you ever had this thing happen where you're walking down a flight of stairs and you start to slip and you're sliding down the stairs, desperately trying to make sure you don't plummet and bang your head and fall and beat yourself up. And then at the end, you catch yourself and you land. And you're like, I made it through that? I'm okay. That's kind of how it felt with this, like, rapid descent into terrible things. Stopped all of a sudden at the very end with, like, a secure landing of, like, oh, it's over. I'm done. I'm okay. Like, so, yeah, good though. I really enjoyed this one overall. The interludes, as always, are peak, especially the very last one. But Byron and Tristan's is also peak, and the rest of it was enjoyable as well. Definitely, maybe felt a bit long, but I think it was necessary in this one, unlike in other portions where it's felt a bit long.
Can I interrupt really quick and ask Nick to bring his mic a little closer to his mouth hole?
Absolutely.
I sure can do that.
Oh.
While he does that, Fran asked, what was that before stream? Michael, was there a special thing before stream that we were missing?
No, they can ignore all that. Don't worry about it.
Fran, you can ignore all that.
There's a technical issue. It was all good. It's Like
Was the technical
Oh,
issue
okay.
our conversation before this? Because if so,
Oh God, please tell
that's
me that wasn't on
content that
stream.
could have been Patreon content.
No, not really. It was like a 4-second.
Okay.
I went live and then stopped it because I accidentally clicked the wrong button.
Oh, okay,
Otherwise,
okay.
people might have
Alright,
gotten me microwaving some milk in the microwave.
No,
for my
none of
tea.
that was included.
This episode
sadly.
brought to you by David Rio's Chai and my 80 bags of
Not
Knott's Berry
at all.
Farm raspberry and strawberry.
No, I'm
Shortbread.
gonna have
Not
to bleep all
actually
this
for
out.
legal reasons. We have to
Yeah.
say for
But
legal reasons that
he could sponsor
no,
me,
for
and I
legal
could have
reasons we
more
are
than 80
not
bags of
sponsored by either of those
berry
people.
stuff.
Alan just really, really likes them. Let's
Unless.
Do I have a
Not get
5-pound bag
sued,
of
please.
David Rio's chai tea? Maybe. Do I also have 80 bags of Knott's Berry Farm shortbread cookies? Possibly. Do I want more
It was a
through a
good
sponsorship?
birthday.
Definitely.
Shortbread cookies are one of the best types of cookies. So
It's true.
not that we need to rehash our cookie debate, but
know.
That's Patreon content.
It's already
There you go.
derailed.
Also,
already
Vic,
derailed.
just so you
So
know, if
bad.
you put it in a special microwavable container and you microwave a cup and a half of milk for exactly
I know.
2.5 minutes, that is the perfect
Alan.
temperature for making milk tea.
Alan.
Anyway, Hannah, what did you think about the chapters?
Fantastic work.
I have to echo a lot of what Nick just said. Although for me, it's less of almost tumbling down the stairs and like almost dying and then like actually you made it at the end, and more of like going down the slide. And it's a metal slide and it's summer and it's hot and you're wearing shorts and go either really, really fast, and you go, whoa, and you slow yourself down, and then you get a metal burn on your bare thighs, squeaking down the slide. And then at the end, you just kind of like, whoop, and it's the end of the slide. And you're like, I don't know how I feel about slides anymore. That's kind of how I felt about this arc. Of course, not including the interludes, which were fantastic, and I love them. I have a lot of feelings about this arc.
That's fair. That's fair. And Vic, to your point, you don't use the stove or the kettle for such a short timer for just one cup of chai because you need a right temperature and it's just too difficult. And I can put it in for 2.5 minutes for my 1 cup of chai that I make rather than spending 15 minutes slow cooking milk on the stove. Kettle just doesn't work.
Your autism.
Jacob, what did you think about the chapters?
Anna, don't be afraid to like walk in the other room and just slap him once or twice. You know.
I may.
These were good chapters. I liked this arc in general. I thought it was pretty good. It just good writing, good action. Abrupt ending, but not bad. Just kind of abrupt and kind of an interesting way of kind of wrapping up this little storyline, which we'll get to. It's funny.
Yeah.
This whole time, like I try not in my head to make comparisons to Worm, just because it really is two different stories. But you're gonna make comparisons to Worm. It's gonna happen. But it's funny how with Taylor's story, even though she's like a small fish in a big pond, it never feels like she's not at the center of what's happening narratively, right? Like Brockton Bay's at the center, Leviathan hits, the Slaughterhouse 9 show up to Brockton Bay. Even when something else happens, she goes to India to fight Behemoth, so she's present, and everything still feels like she's part of the larger narrative of what's going on. Whereas with Ward, I don't feel that at all. I feel like we're getting an isolated story of a couple of characters that are really detached from the larger narrative in the world. And it's not a criticism necessarily. It's just an interesting choice that I think is throwing me off because I enjoy this world quite a bit and there's a lot that I want to know and wish I knew, but is just not being explored because of the nature of the way the story is going, which is interesting.
That is an interesting point, and I wonder if that was kind of a conscious, because I could easily see, and obviously I haven't looked at comments from the time period, but I could easily see from the time one of the criticisms of Taylor's protagonist nature being like, she is at the center of everything, like you said. Like that could be a criticism in the sense of like, why is Taylor the one who's kind of like solving how to fight Behemoth? That doesn't make sense. She's just a teenage girl, you know?
Right.
Right. And so maybe I wonder if it was a conscious choice to make Victoria feel more like a secondary protagonist without a primary protagonist in the story,
Right.
in a way.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
Sort of like
I
she's a
believe it.
bystander in her own story in a weird way.
Yeah.
I mean, she's even a
Can't
bystander
say I like that.
in kind of the group too, partially.
Yeah.
Where like she was
Yes.
brought on to be a coach, but like a coach player kind of.
hmm
Yeah. Like
So
this.
technically, she's not even like the main
Yeah.
person in her group, like Taylor
True.
was.
Like you easily
Yeah.
could have made Tristan Byron, Sveta, or Kinsey the protagonist instead.
Yeah,
Right.
In
Right.
that
like Tristan's
kind
the
of would make
captain of
more
the team.
sense. Yeah.
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 Exactly.
Tristan's technically the leader, and she's like advisor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's interesting
Auxiliary
though. Not a bad
captain.
thing, like you said, just
Yeah.
different.
Just a different
See, I
style.
disagree. I feel like because we're so much on the fringe, it feels like we're just kind of a tag along. And like the trouble for me with this back half of the arc, and I think I said this earlier when we first brought up the woman in blue goddess, that she feels like this like, okay, so we have these looming problems that could be the main problems of the book, and she was on the list, and then all of a sudden here she is, but we haven't really heard much about her other than like the cursory stuff, and okay, now she's a thing, and now she's a major player in this whole arc, and now it's all over. Like it felt so like wasted time to me. And I say this again, I feel like I need to be very clear because you guys know. With that being said, I love Wild Bill's works, and this is still fun for me to read. I'm not like slogging my way through Ward. I'm just finding myself disappointed at some of the pacing, at some of the character choices, and feeling like we're losing so much of the world because we're this weird little tag-along character that's like, okay, we got to be at the prison, but then, of course, we get into the interludes, and we're like, whoa, there's 18 billion other things happening, and we don't know about any of it. Like, yeah.
That's fair, yeah.
It's really tough for me.
Ooh. It makes me wonder if maybe actually getting into the interlude, would a character like Chevalier or Valkyrie have been a better protagonist, I wonder, for what you're asking for, of like, a character who we care about and is very interesting, but is involved in the world and what's going on. I
still stand by my thinking that Armsmaster or Defiant and Dragon would have made a really fun protagonist. I don't think Valkyrie would work as a protagonist. I think that the shtick with the flock would probably get old a little quick just as a reader. Imagine 500,000 words into her story might drag a little bit, but it just in terms of interest, I'm far more interested in what she's doing. That I agree with.
Yeah.
I think Dragon and Defiant would be definitely interesting because they're dynamic and stuff like that. But I feel like their developmental arc, unless we pick a new trajectory, which you could very easily do in terms of character growth, but I feel like they've had their arc. Like we had that in Worm.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
and I do feel like they're at a, I would argue, relatively solid place that if you were making a TV show, that you would have to bring in other characters just to have the arcs so that they could stay static. Because they've reached their stable point, and everything else that they would be encountering would be issues external.
That's true.
Because like all their internal problems are like, hey, Armsmaster, don't work so hard. And his stability is like, no, I'm just going to keep working this hard and turning myself more cyborg, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. And we've just accepted that at this point. Like, that's just how it is. So, like, there's no changing that.
So what you're saying is Nilbog should have been the protagonist.
Hey,
absolutely.
Always.
And as Fran pointed out, I probably could put my milk in the air fryer. I do think that is the best way. It does give it that special flavor from the grease before.
Do I need to?
So,
if you guys, I'm not reading
you,
chat,
Fran, I'm going to try that next time.
I'm not going to read spoilers by accident, but if you guys are egging them on right now,
If you're doing this, it's
I
chat.
should
It's
say
I'm gonna
my
blame
mic
chat. I'm
anymore.
not even looking at chat, and I'm gonna blame chat.
Nick, your mic's
Oh.
still too far from your face.
Is my mic?
I want to hear that deep voice. It's too low. Like
Oh, yeah.
your
That
mouth
deep,
is here
gravelly
and it's
Nick
down
low.
teacher
there.
voice.
Just like raise it up.
Yeah, get it right up in
Yeah.
your tonsils.
How do we?
I think Tattletale would have been a good option for protagonist. For Ward, I
Is
think
better,
that like
worse?
you could have still had.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, all good. I'm sorry. I'm the one with the microphone problems.
Just
are
loosen
we-
your
how are we doing?
stand and like lift it up so it's higher, closer to your mouth. I think over
I
time
want you
it's
to-
sunk
oh.
down here or whatever, and we want it
Yeah.
a little closer.
Well, they're
yeah,
doing the technical.
Yeah, there we go. Go ahead.
How
That's
how are
perfect. Perfect. Nick.
hello? Testing 1 2.
Yeah, there you
Hey.
go.
I just want people to be able to see my beautiful face too. You know.
No, I
so.
understand.
Absolutely.
Oh well, pop
I'm getting-
filters, in the way, but it's okay.
Pop filters be popping.
They do be popping, yo.
That's much
Yeah.
better. Carry on.
Hannah, you were
Alrighty.
saying.
Yeah, so I think Tattletale would have been a really good protagonist for Ward because she's always in the center of things by the nature of her information, keeping her up to date with what's constantly going on. And kind of that feeling that we got a lot in Worm of the kind of like the board with all the lines. Everything's tying to this and to this and to this and what about this? And I think that would have made it all kind of coming together feel more like a puzzle, like we're putting the pieces together of whatever's about to happen, as opposed to like I said, Victoria off on the side. But also, if we're talking about like the character development of it, like Tattletale did just lose a huge piece of her team and one of her best friends. So like dealing with the personal of that, dealing with the reshaping of the team, reshaping of the world, I think she would have been a really good protagonist.
True.
And I can't help but I like Victoria as a person. I like her power. I like the internal struggle that we're dealing with here. I don't like the world through her eyes. I find it very boring.
So
And
we're
that's a
all writers.
bummer.
We're all writers. What we just need to do is we each pick the character we mentioned, and we rewrite Ward as we would have written it
Right.
Yeah, all
Of
Ward.
course.
from that
Yeah.
character's perspective.
Control F. Replace.
Yeah,
and,
Control
then,
F.
and then somehow it's just like, oh wow, this is so much more interesting. It's like all I did was replace the name.
But if power is
Just
nothing else
replace with
changes.
Taylor,
Right. Like, wow, Tattletale has so
I
many
just
new
go
powers
through
all of a
and
sudden.
Yeah.
replace the word the wretch and aura with the flock and ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love it.
Hannah, to your point, or to a slight counter to that, I think that for at least this world, and for a lot of his writing, you typically need somebody who's action oriented. And as much as I love Tattletale is a sit behind the cameras person. You could absolutely show off some stuff, especially if you somehow had her as a protagonist that like Kenzie was a foster kid that somehow ended up in her care, where Kenzie is literally her mode of viewing the world. And then you can do like Taylor did during the entire arc where she's in the PRT headquarters waiting, where we're getting all these snapshots all over the headquarters of the different things going on because she's sitting there watching through her bugs. But it feels like third person narrative story. So I like that idea for Tattletale if we were now doing a complete rewrite where Kenzie is the mode at which she looks through everything and she has a camera on every single character in Tattletale's arsenal, if you will, and then Tattletale is giving her thoughts on everything.
Mm-hmm.
However, and not even a however, and the character that Wildbow wrote in the story before this is essentially Tattletale. It is a character whose whole power is social dynamics and being like cunning and smart.
Mm-hmm.
They are in an action-oriented world that is there. It is a lot of intrigue and espionage. Ward is a lot of intrigue and espionage. So it's not like it's completely undoable. However, perhaps as trying to having just done that and wanting to move from having a character that is not in the action, and they are, but like I think of
Mastermind versus frontliner is kind of what it sounds like you're saying.
Yeah,
yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
I disagree that Ward is. What did you just say? You said
Espionage?
You didn't say
Intrigue.
espionage. I would definitely disagree that Ward is espionage and intrigue.
Oh no. I'm saying it's present. Like everything that they're
Sure,
doing from
but
the
it's not-
spying, the sting operation, them infiltrating the prison, doing stakeouts on teachers' minions, all of that could have been done by Tattletale, to your point, in a much more The Wire situation where it's her making moves and way less action because she's observing everybody. She's tracking people down. She's sending mercenaries to go do hits. Nothing else. It could fit.
Yeah. It's also just a weird like coulda, woulda, shoulda kind of situation. Like
Yeah.
Again,
Hindsight's 2020.
we just all got to rewrite it.
Yeah.
From our
with all of our
character
spare
first.
time.
Yeah, no problem.
Exactly. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Bernard, the only spoilers I'm using are from Twig. So, and I literally just talk about the personality of the protagonist. So,
yeah.
A thought I did have about reading this, because I am starting to get Ward fatigue as well. I feel like I've been the most optimistic about it, is that the more and more I'm beginning to view Ward, what we've had so far, like how I view episode 8 of Star Wars, where I really didn't like episode 7. Episode 8 is really bad. Also,
Someone want to remind me?
But I enjoy it a lot more than episode 7.
Okay.
Because it tried something. It failed.
Yeah.
It for at least 50% of the movie. The other 50% was interesting because I'm like, oh, we might be going somewhere with this. So like Rian Johnson tried to do something. And Ward, the more and more I think about it, is a lot like that, in that it's trying to do something into a subversion of what the expectation was for the last story. Wildbow doesn't just want to do the same in the same setting. So almost everything is that. It's similar, but we went the other direction with it. We're not constantly fighting so that we can set up these mystery moments. We're having a lot of preparation and like mystery moments so that we can set up for combat. And it's not that like, oh, this detail leads to this detail, leads to this detail, and it's very in a straight line on a pinboard. For this story, everything is has ambiguity. It has we know something big's coming. We can feel it in the air. The characters talk about it like something there's a conspiracy here, and when we talk about it, we don't know it's there because of hard details. We know it's there because you can taste it. And there's a lot more stuff to go along with that comparison. But I do think that he kind of just took everything that he did before and was like, I can't do that over again. So he picked the other direction with it. Did it pay out? Obviously not, at least not on everything. But I think there are some things that it did pay out for, and those are a lot of things that we enjoy that are different.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Well, shall we get into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go for it.
I'm gonna throw 9.10 and 9.11 together. Those are the
Whoa!
First.
Never forget.
God damn it. I can't. Yeah.
The two arcs I'm gonna put together.
Yes,
two
please
arcs,
do.
like two towers.
Alan, I will.
See, Alan, my joke was subtle.
What's in your tea, bro?
Alan.
I don't know.
Caffeine.
Podcast
It's
juice, man.
the caffeine.
Podcast juice.
Podcast juice hasn't even hit yet.
By
much milk.
heat up a cup of milk, he just meant a whole mug full of Kahlua that he put some chai
2
flavor in.
shots of vodka.
Hey, look, I water it down with Bailey's.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Anyways.
Take us away.
All right, 9.10 and 9.11.
Promise my husband is
the
not
team-
an alcoholic. Sorry, go ahead, Nick.
Here's the rail. We're over here.
Yeah.
Derailed.
Derailed long ago.
As Vic points out, let's get into the milk. I mean, chapter.
Exactly. 9.10 to 9.11.
So good. Love it.
The team meets up with Swansong and Ratcatcher, who go their own way. Rain, Byron, and Victoria fight Lung and the pharmacist, and Goddess intervenes. 9.11, the group continues fighting Lung and the pharmacist, but Vicky loses focus when she thinks of Amy, and then she pulls herself together and takes down the pharmacist, which allows Goddess to align Lung. So, yeah, interesting group. Swansong, was it Swansong, Ratcatcher, Crystal Clear, and Damsel, right? They all go together.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like what a crew.
What a group.
What a group of people.
I love the damsel swan song dynamic.
Me too.
It's like if you had a twin, but one of them was super dark and edgy, and
Yeah.
like
But like you're still
Often,
also
you know.
thinking the same thing like half the time.
Yeah,
Finishing each
exactly.
other's sentences. Yeah.
I just love, I put even Swan Song rolls her eyes at Damsel. Like,
yeah,
Damsel says something that Swan Song would say, but like
Yeah.
Swan Song looks over at Victoria and is like, what are you gonna do? Like, or like how
love it so
embarrassing.
much.
Like, I can't believe she would
Yeah.
say something like that. And if I were Vicky, I'd be like, you do that all the time.
Yeah.
Don't pretend to be
She's
embarrassed.
literally you.
I would
Yeah.
never.
Yeah, I would never be so gauche.
Victoria.
I love it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I love Damsel. She's very funny. Their interactions are cool. I find it interesting that Goddess's power is ineffective against certain types of capes. Like Crystal Clear
yeah.
is totally fine. He's like
Yeah.
seeing through the alignment power, which I think is very fascinating. Where he's like,
Yeah.
I think like he even I think at one point, not now but later, he's like, the protocol is Victoria, and she's like, right, Crystal Clear, you are right about the protocols.
Yeah.
The protocols for Master Stranger, the Master Stranger protocols.
Oh, the Master Stranger protocols specifically for the Masters and Strangers. Those protocols.
those protocols.
Yes.
Yeah, very interesting. Did we get like a maybe towards the end we get it. Do we get like a specific list of capes who were never fully aligned or had resisted it without?
Crystal Clear, Chris,
Well, for a little
apparently.
bit.
Yeah, Chris and
Um,
Amy doing their own thing,
Chris and Amy.
obviously.
Anybody
I
who
mean, I
took
think
the
There's a
question
I'm trying to
later-
think of like natural resistance.
Yeah.
There's a question
I think
later
more of,
about
like,
Coal
natural,
Belcher.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He gets a lot.
Belcher.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
Ratcatcher.
There's a question as to whether or not Ratcatcher was immune, it seemed.
But we think Ratcatcher was probably somebody who ate some candy
Yeah,
before that all
might have
went
eaten
down.
some
Yes,
of food.
yes, that's also true.
Which
Yeah,
we
so
gotta have a
we don't really
sidebar
know who had
about
natural
Ratcatcher.
resistance.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I
A
think
quick
it was only
sidebar about
crystal
Ratcatcher,
clear.
you said?
Yeah.
I mean, we just gotta like, I'll be honest, because like the power is rats, right? Like that's the power. It's rats.
I mean, yeah.
We know.
There's more
Hold
to it
on.
than that.
It's
We know that.
it's small things.
Small things.
Small
yes.
things.
Can
Okay,
detect
rats
small
and small
things.
You
things.
detect
Yeah,
small
rats.
things.
Yeah.
So
rats.
you have
But-
her running the rats around the prison, and then she's out there detecting like contraband.
Yep.
And
Right.
like
Yeah.
she kind of was semi outcast from the heroes, so it fits that like
Bless her.
she's kind
I
of
mean,
she's kind of a
we love
little,
Ratcatcher.
You got surveillance duty.
We love
Oh,
Ratcatcher.
yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah.
love Ratcatcher for that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, make that clear.
Yeah,
no
no,
hate.
she
Do
was
I need to
the
dress
she
up
was the
as
prison plant.
Ratcatcher for Halloween?
Oh,
Yes.
fantastic.
I love that
Oh my
even
gosh.
in her most dire, she's made like a paper cone to recreate her costume.
I know. Bless.
Absolutely.
Ah, no, I love her.
Yeah, no, it's just that she was the female plant for the PRT. That Crystal Clear was the male plant, so she was his counterpart, basically.
Right.
Yep.
So that's the only reason she's there, I assume. Otherwise, she would not have chosen to be there. I think in that combat situation.
I would. That's
Not
what I
her
was thinking.
forte.
Yeah.
Pharmacist power is cool. I would get to see a bit more of it. The whole amplifying powers thing is
Yeah.
very interesting,
And
especially
paired
when
with
it
lung.
I was gonna say
paired
paired
with
with
lung
lung
is crazy. Yeah,
was
So
very
gross.
cool.
very
Yeah.
cool. And yet, it
That's-
seems like possibly her power could be one of the only ones that could hurt him potentially. Because if it's ignited by
Yeah.
powers and she hit, because she has to be careful to not hit him, right? That's the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is she's like, I can't hit him, but he can like accentuate my flames and use it to spread more flames. So it's this
Yeah.
really interesting power balance where he's kind of wielding a huge double-edged sword where he could at any moment incinerate himself, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool power, very interesting. I liked it. And I just
Yeah,
like Lung. Lung is
I'm glad.
great.
I was gonna say I'm glad we got a good lung fight, and I'm glad he didn't like get got. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like
Yes, agreed.
because
was
the whole
actually,
time.
like,
Yeah.
I was not worried about Victoria dying. I was worried about Lung dying. I was like, I don't want Lung to die. They have to kill
Same.
Lung. I hope they don't have to kill Lung.
I keep going back to the interlude where he like battled Leviathan to a standstill, and I was like, this better not be like some little
Yeah.
fire up his butt that blows him up or something. You know, I don't want.
Yeah.
We don't need like a Ant-Man Thanos
Yeah.
situation here.
No.
yeah.
Bernard, to your question, is there a DC or Marvel character called Ratcatcher? There is. I believe they're a Batman villain. They do a lot of their work from like Arkham because they've got the rats and they can stay in there and send the rats out, or from
Makes
like
sense.
prison. I think there's even an episode where, or like a comic episode where he like straps bombs to the rats and like sends them scurrying to places, and they're trying to figure out how the bombs are just going off in places.
Ratcatcher
Tetrax is
is
a
a
Batman villain.
is a character in James Gunn's Suicide Squad movie as well.
Wait, really?
Really?
Mm-hmm. Ratcatcher too.
Oh, is he the one that looks like a rat in the opening
No,
sequence?
that's Weasel, which I think is an
Oh.
original character. But Ratcatcher 2 is Ratcatcher's daughter, who is, I guess, an original character, but is supposed to be the
I don't
daughter of
remember that.
Ratcatcher.
Huh. Don't even remember her. What a forgettable movie.
No.
Anyway, moving on.
Well, good. It was great.
It was not good. It was barely better than
You
the other
liked
Suicide
it? Oh
Squad.
my god, person.
The James
Wow.
Gunn one, yes. The original. What I forget. He did the first one now.
We'll call it the Jared Leto one.
Yeah, yeah.
Another movie
Yeah.
ruined by Jared Leto. Not that it could have been saved, but
Goddamn.
Oh my gosh.
That's true though.
all right. Where were we?
We were talking about lung
yeah,
and
lung
powers
pharmacist.
and the pharmacist.
Just the color combo alone, like the
Yeah.
orange, fire with like the purple fire in tandem, like roiling over each other.
Mm.
Such a cool visual.
Mm-hmm.
Very fun.
Yeah.
I like the idea, the fact that the pharmacist is kind of like hidden away, hidden from sight, and Victoria tries a couple of times to get Lung to like look, like give her location away, which I
Mhm.
think is really smart of her to like look for like where is he like glancing or looking, but he doesn't give her away. Like he's really good at like not looking, trusting her, which is kind of cool. Also, like Lung trust anyone else ever? Like
He's a
wow.
professional.
Yeah.
Growth.
Yeah.
I know. Ugh, I
Also,
love
It's
Lung.
cool.
Me
For
too.
all the shit that I gave him in Worm, Wildbow finally calls Lung a dragon,
Calls him
and
the
everybody,
dragon.
everybody else can shut the fuck up who was on my case about that. They're like,
I was,
he's
like,
literally
reading
not
it,
a
like,
dragon. I was like, he's literally a dragon. Okay, I know that his mouth opens like a predator, but he's literally a dragon. And you know what? Wildbow confirms
cool.
it, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I felt like he went
yeah,
out
no,
of his
Does
way
it,
to
does it
extra
have like the
confirm.
two? So
Right?
it's like schlink-
Yeah.
Yeah, because it like you said, it splits
it's like
into four
the,
parts.
It's like the yeah.
Mhm.
But-
As Vic says, Lung
Yeah.
will never put milk in the microwave.
and that's why he's a D tier villain.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe to
The
you.
real villain of
No.
War. lactose.
No, that's the thing,
intolerant.
right? Lung.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, Lung could just do the cool Uncle Iroh thing where he just breathes into the milk and it's warm.
Yeah,
You know, I would
true.
like to think he'd have to do that, but it would have to be like not fire breath. That's the thing. Because
No, yeah, exactly.
milk,
It's like steam
milk,
breath.
yeah, because milk would curdle and melt. Like I would get all sticky and gooey in that skimmy film, and you don't want
you
that.
you gotta do the steam breath. That's what Uncle Iroh does. He
Yeah,
does the steam to heat it up, you know.
Yeah.
Do we think
Weird.
that Lung is being influenced by teacher and that's why he's behaving so well? Asks Fran.
No.
No. I think
No, I think he's a free
I like to
agent
think
who
Lung
likes
is
money.
resisted teacher. Yeah.
Hard to
does.
say.
It does fit how well he's coordinating and how he's working with teacher and all of
Right.
that. It
With the
makes
pharmacist,
sense
yeah.
that, like, from events perspective, that's what has happened. But personality wise, I don't think he would ever let that happen. At least not willingly.
Yeah. The other
No,
clue
not
as
Teacher
willingly.
well.
has to do it willingly.
Yeah.
The other clue as well, teacher does have to do it willingly. The other clue as well is that Goddess is able to align Lung, and Goddess has mentioned, and we talk about it later, how people who work with teacher tend to be immune to her power as well,
Mhm.
because teacher has
Hmm.
given them that immunity that we find out
Right.
later from the candy.
Right.
That's
Like
true,
because
that's
she
true.
can't control the pharmacist. I remember that's the thing where she's like, I can't
Yep.
align the pharmacist.
Yep.
They just knock her out.
Yeah.
But she can align Lung, which I feel like is an indication he's not under teacher's control.
That would make sense.
I like that.
Yeah. And Fran, as you're pointing
Yes.
out, Lung, his name does mean dragon, and he has dragon tattoos on his back. I know. And in Worm, he just like went out of his way to like never call him a dragon or like
Use every
declare him
word
a
but dragon,
he used
basically,
every
to
word but
describe Lung.
dragon. And
It was the
I
point of
mentioned at one
contention.
point in time on the subreddit that was weird, and everybody was like, "Ugh, but he's not a dragon. His mouth opens weird." And I was like, and his scales and his tail and his wings and his
And his
fire breath.
wings and his
Listen,
And
fire.
it's like,
yeah.
oh,
Listen,
but
if the
dragons
gi-
aren't necessarily pyrokinetic. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
If the giant vagina gaping dragon from Dark Souls 1 can be called a dragon, then I think anything can be called a dragon.
Right.
Wait,
You know, yep.
wait a minute.
You've never seen the
Wait.
Bajagan before?
It's the gaping dragon is what it's called.
The gaping
if you're
dragon.
wondering.
Yep.
It's
The
called
gaping dragon.
the
Classic
gaping.
boss fight.
Oh God.
Yep. That's a good
The
one.
gaped
Look,
dragon, Nick?
That's the first
I think-
WTF moment of that game, really.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Hannah
Have
looked
you,
it up.
Hannah's looked up a picture of the gaping dragon.
It's classic.
I mean,
It's a vagina with teeth.
yeah, you see it, right? You see it.
And we've
There's
all
no
seen
doubt.
the movie Teeth before, I believe.
Yeah, right,
so-
right. Yeah,
No,
exactly.
stop. No, stop.
Yeah, Vic
Please.
knew.
Some of us still have nightmares about that shit.
Also, Vic, the reason I like to use the microwave is because it doesn't curdle the milk. It's a low enough temperature to not have it make that film, but you can't do it any more than 2.5 minutes.
Oh, you can absolutely blow up milk in the microwave. Please do be careful. Just want to put that
Yeah,
out as
don't-
a PSA.
Don't overheat
Please-
your microwave milk.
Please
Right.
understand that milk, when as a form of barista and somebody who's also done this by accident, milk when it starts heating, it expands really quickly, boils
Yes.
very fast. Please be careful if you
Yes.
do decide to microwave any milk. Thank you very much.
You'll sooner have your
and-
milk go over and volcano
Yeah.
outside of your mug before the explosion, but there's no stopping the explosion. There's not going to be any curdling happen. There's going to be an explosion before there's curdling.
Yeah, it's more of a steam explosion.
Let's get back
Yeah.
into the
Yes.
milk of the chapter,
Yep.
please.
Yeah,
Anyways,
milk
yeah,
of the
back
chapter.
to the-
As
the
Vic
sweet
says,
speed.
do you think guys think that Lung
right.
would smash the gaping dragon?
No.
I don't know. I think
No.
I'm
gonna
just
No,
saying this
mute
is
you
what
I
the
don't
soon.
think
people
so.
want.
Michael,
Okay.
mute Vic. Mute Vic.
Mute
You
Vic.
can, no,
Yeah,
don't mute
Vic.
Vic.
Why would
We
you
love
mute him?
Vic.
He's
I'm not
asking
gonna-
the
No.
important questions.
He's
I
asking
love
these
Vic.
Alan
Don't you
needs
dare.
self-control.
He's asking the questions
issue.
that
Alan's
Imp would
feeding the
ask if
insanity.
Imp was here. You know?
That is
So
true.
we're getting into 9.12.
Thank you, Nick.
Yeah. I will combine 13 and 14 because I think they go well together. But 9.12
Yeah,
is
go for it.
kind of a brief.
Before we
interlude
get to
between
that,
the parts. Anything else? Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
one-
Alan, did you have other things to say other than
Yeah,
milk?
yeah.
Then maybe you should say them instead of talking about milk.
Look, we can talk about all this, okay? So I like the point where she talks, what does 110% of the wretch look like? Like, what is going all out with the wretch?
Oh yeah.
Banger line. Loved the fight. Love her diving through the like 2 sets of flame to like shoot out, and she kind of loses, and she like goes to the ground and still like skids tucked.
Super cool.
Love the imagery
very
there.
cool.
However, this lung fight goes on for 5 fucking ever, and at some point in time, most of this chapter, and I realized it's only chapter 9.11, I guess. I just kind of glaze the entire time because it just gets so boring.
I think that chapter was for me and the other lung stands who wanted more action in Worm.
Yeah.
And so for that, I'm in.
You know, fair.
For that, we thank you.
Yep.
I will never say no to more of Lung in my life.
But
Yeah,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
It was
just,
long.
it was for me.
It was long, but it was long.
Yeah. It was long and lung.
All right.
Good. Anyways, 9:12. Victoria speaks with the prisoners. Goddess senses an inevitable danger, and it's revealed that Teacher plans to starve out the prison. So Victoria makes a deal with Cole Belcher, and we find out that Goddess's cluster mate has arrived. So what I will say, in terms of this kind of being in between the rescue in the tunnel and the fight with Lung, what I do like about this is I feel like, especially finding out the circumstances of the end of 9, I feel like this is a really good setup for pointing out, like, oh, Teacher is the bigger villain. Yes, Goddess is a problem, but Teacher's the one who, of course, he had a contingency plan for them taking over the prison before he could, right? Like, yeah, of course, absolutely he did. That makes absolute sense. So I think it's a good setup for making Teacher maybe more of a primary antagonist, perhaps. I guess we'll see how it develops now that they're not aligned to Goddess. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, just makes sense. Teacher makes sense. I think he's a smart villain. He well written here.
We kind of get the sense of that too. I mean, even going back into Worm, that Teacher was kind of a dork, but he wasn't stupid. Like he was very smart and sure of himself, compared to all the previous chapters we've gotten with Goddess, where it was like she kind of dumb. Like she's not dumb, but she's not. You're putting a little
She's
too
not
much
cunning.
faith. Yeah,
She's not cunning. Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think no, you're absolutely right, because Teacher was the one with the contingency plan in Gold Morning about like how to rescue a salvage of humanity.
Yeah.
So like, of course he has a contingency plan if he loses the prison. Like he's got like, no, I got a backup plan. Don't worry about it.
He's got enough thinkers. He doesn't just need to be himself smart, but also he has a team of people. Like
Exactly. And I think part of what you're right, Jacob, like Goddess has shown herself, and I think Vicky even mentions that. She's like, oh, this is just a petulant child who got everything she wanted because she could make everybody want what she wants.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder, like, okay, well, how did Goddess take over her world? And more than likely, it's probably just the sense of surprise of like, I don't know. I didn't know that your power was alignment. Oh, I just want to do what you want to do because that seems natural. Like if you weren't aware that she had that power, you might not even know she was using it on you. So it makes sense you could take over the world, because it's like, well, of course we elect Goddess to be queen of the universe. Why would we not? We all want that.
Yeah.
You know,
and she
nothing
just
suspicious about that.
And she just kind of has to be aware of you, too.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, potentially, like she sees you on TV live, and is like, oh, that person, and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, I really should go help the person who. You know, and you would still have to give them orders, but you've essentially, as soon as you run into them, she can be like, hey, do what I want. Like you're already locked in as soon as she can be aware of you.
Exactly. Whereas Teacher has already developed a pharmaceutical counter to her abilities. Like,
yeah.
He's like
that mind you, we'll come back to this, but mind you, tastes delicious. That's a little detail that I loved.
Yeah.
We'll come back to it. It's like, like, well, I mean, they gotta like it. I mean, you know, it's not gonna be banana flavored.
I actually really like
Listen,
banana
I
flavored
love
things.
listen, those little candy machines at like CC's Pizza. I love those little bananas. The
Little
runts.
runts.
Little runt bananas. They're so good.
Mm-mm.
Although this goes back to another conversation about how I'm weird and like really chalky candy, so we can put that to
Well,
the
it's also
side.
there's
Yeah,
also the
that's-
whole thing that like
that's
that
weird.
weird super sweet banana flavor is what bananas used to taste like before
Used to
we
taste like
Oh, right.
genetically modified the
Supposedly,
ever living
yeah.
daylights out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something like
like
that.
the
Or it's just a
marshmallow
different
flavor,
variety of
sure.
banana
What about
that went
that?
out of fashion or
Banana.
something.
Like the banana marshmallows that
Oh,
are like
banana
dipped in
marshmallows.
chocolate. Have you
Interesting.
had those?
Ooh, I've not
They're
had that.
super
That sounds really
good.
good.
I don't know
Sounds
if you
really
can
good.
buy them in the US, but they're
Speaking of things
delicious.
that explode in microwaves, marshmallows, very fun.
Oh yeah, good peep jousting.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah.
So,
Well,
okay, help me out with something because Goddess's cluster mate gets mentioned
yes.
in
Okay,
912.
thank you.
Does it ever
Yeah.
come up again of who it is
No.
and what they're doing?
think so.
No. Not that
Unless
I
it's
saw.
She's just a
Not-
battery.
He's just a battery. So
I
like,
think it's a she. I thought it was a she. Maybe it was a
Is
he.
it she? Is it she?
I think it's a she, but she's essentially
It
just a
didn't get
battery
named?
to like supercharge her.
Interesting.
We like
Okay, so her
what happens
cluster
to
mate
her?
showing up is just like, oh, we found them and I realigned them to my purposes and now I can use their power
Yeah,
again or
I
something.
guess.
Is
Yep.
that it basically?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Means
That's kind of a
nothing
letdown. I was interested in her
happened.
cluster, but
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a couple clusters that
Doesn't
we've
matter
gotten
anymore.
mentioned about, like talking about things. But I wish we had more of. We still have to go back to Foil's
Flechette and
cluster.
foil.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my
flechette,
gosh.
more of that.
March. So
Yeah, March is the
Mm,
other one.
Yeah, March. Yeah. Yep.
And I feel like Paris is similar in powers, but I don't know if they're part of the same cluster or not.
Interesting.
It's something
oh
I could-
really?
Wait.
Very
That's an
similar power.
interesting thing.
Just as a theory, I feel like
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe
as
I
a
read
theory.
something like as a theory that
Sure.
Paris is part of the cluster too. But just because they have similar powers, right? They have matter breaking needles that they can throw.
Exactly.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So,
Hmm.
anyways, yeah, I don't know, not much about 912 really.
Yeah,
I
just
have
in between.
confirmation. This was a big talking point before that we were talking about, but Monacaros did in fact start her own team later, which is when the children started missing. So I said like, oh, I thought she was on a hero team when she started doing that. I believe she was, and then she made her own, and while people were interviewing, they were essentially disappearing. So nobody ever joined the team because every time they went for the interview, they died.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
So
Sheesh.
creepy.
Creepy. Yeah.
We did get another Maggie Holt reference, which is a Pact reference from one of his other series.
Oh,
The character over there. All of the series they consider like the other series is like fantasy or sci-fi books or magic books in the other worlds. So they'll show up from time to time.
Yeah.
Yep. 913.
913, and I was gonna mix it with 14 as well because I feel like they go together.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
913, Breakthrough, Damsel, and Menakaros enter a tunnel, deal with Blindside. Kingdom Come has caught Tress, but can't control her body, and Byron stops him from setting off the bombs. Next, in 914, the team struggles in Byron's whirlpool. Victoria rescues separated allies. Menakaros tries to take Kinsey and gets her butt kicked. Crystal Clear gets aligned. I don't remember that. The prisoners are freed, and Chris leaves the team.
Yeah. A quick point of order.
Damn.
Maybe we discussed this last time. How is that one character pronounced? Their name?
Monocaros?
Monacaros.
I like saying Menakaros.
Menakaros.
And she's a bitch, so who cares?
Monacaros.
Monocaros sounds like you're saying.
Listen, I'm gonna misnomer.
Dragon Ball
I'm gonna
Z.
misnomer her all over the place. She does
You know,
not
that's
deserve
fine.
proper noming.
No.
I mean, I wasn't going to correct you. I don't know. I said it about 3 different ways.
Yeah,
so.
I studied
gonna say
Greek
it's
in
not
college.
that
I
way.
can.
They said Monocaros in the
knock my rocks
audiobook,
off.
which I know they have the in with the author, so
Monocaros. Okay,
I don't know.
good to know. Good to know.
Monocaros, yeah. No, it's
call her
definitely
Mini Kenny.
Monocaros. Which
Yeah.
again
Mini
is
Kenny.
just stupid fancy for unicorn because she's stupid.
Yeah. Also, she has a horn tattooed on her forehead, but it's her forehead, so it's like just a little triangle. That's the
Yeah,
dumbest shit I've
She
ever.
wishes she was Narwhal.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, basically.
Don't we all?
I was very unimpressed. Okay,
True.
but
Yeah, we'll come back. We'll go back
I
to.
gotta say though, Blindside continues to have one of the simplest and yet coolest powers
so
It's very
think-
cool.
in all of Ward. Just
It's very cool.
Love it.
so cool. You can't look at him. Like it's just
Yep.
that's it. But it's so utilized so well. It creates probably the most interesting fight scenes we've had in Ward. Some of the most interesting fight
Mhm.
scenes we've had in Ward.
Yeah.
Just dealing with something like that. And I just love and I appreciate him, even though he's a villain, being
Yes.
like, please
yes.
don't fly by me too fast. I really don't want you to
Yes.
break your own neck.
Yeah.
I love
Imagine
that.
him
He's like, now run,
driving
run, run.
down a highway.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like everybody
you look
that
in
sees him
your
would just
rear
be
view
like
mirror and it's
snapping
like,
necks.
snap.
Well, like
Yeah.
everybody in
Damn.
oncoming lanes would
Well,
just getting.
And what
getting
it
their
says
neck
to me is
snapped.
that this has happened to him before, right? And it's
Right.
like, I just
Yeah.
can't,
It has
I don't want to
have.
see this again. Please don't make me live through this again.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was
God
rough.
Damn.
Because
He's
he's
very-
like a teenager, I believe.
Younger,
as
yeah.
well.
I don't know if he's
Well,
a teenager, but he's younger for sure.
Also, in general, most capes aren't just going around murdering people unless you're an extra bad one. Like even the villains, like most of them, unless we're talking about,
Mhm.
you know, the really big bad ones, like they're not going around trying to kill people. They're trying to rob banks and, you know,
Get territory.
party in
and-
malls. Yeah, get territory. They're not trying to murder people.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to sell drugs. Like, come on.
It feels very much like a Canary situation where he easily
Yeah.
could have accidentally killed people.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sucks.
imagine just
For
like
sure.
whatever that trigger event or like the days following, just like walking into a restaurant and everybody being, looks
Oh
away.
gosh.
Like it just would have been chaotic. Yeah. I mean, driving.
It's
I
got to
mean,
be
I
a
can only
learning
imagine
power
what his
too, I
trigger
imagine.
event was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did say he had his for several years, and he is a teenager, by estimation. Also, the thing, Beefaroni, I think it is. I think Belief Blindside is a guy. From what we talked about when he is at the community center.
Yeah.
With
So they use he pronouns, I'm pretty sure.
I believe so, and I think
Yeah.
they also carry they have some martial arts training. I believe there's something about I forget if it's a baseball bat or a gun or whatever they have.
They have a
It's like
baseball
their main-
bat.
Baseball bat
Yeah,
because they just go up and
baseball bat.
bonk people.
Yeah,
but
'cause
the
they
idea
don't,
of like,
they don't need the finesse because you can't look
Yeah.
at him. You just bonk
but they
him in
also
the knees.
can't look at him. So like, and I don't think he can turn that off, or at least
No.
it doesn't seem like that. So you're probably gonna get pushed to a villain role,
Yeah.
even if like, you trigger
Just for
like
PR.
that.
Just because of PR.
It's not gonna be great
Yeah.
for you. Like,
Mhm.
Because not
Well,
only
I imagine.
also
Well, I was just gonna say I could imagine an origin story where he did accidentally kill somebody, and he's like, "Well,
I was thinking
nobody's
the same
gonna
thing.
believe me that this was accidental."
Right.
yeah.
Like, I mean, it looks
Yeah.
like I snapped his neck. So whoops.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Right.
Yeah. No, he says it with the desperation of somebody who's seen it before. Where he's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
It's like, no, please don't do it.
It's just now let's just remember
Um,
now.
On that as well,
Don't
Kingdom
try it.
Come. On that similar note, Kingdom Come taking over Sveta and him.
Bold
I just
move.
imagine him being like, well, and it wasn't like he was just trying to get Sveta, right? He's trying to get all of them, but
Right.
he only gets Sveta. And I just imagine, I don't know how his power works or how he controls people, but he's like, oh, I'll get her. And then he's like, oh, what the fuck is this body? Oh, God. And she's just doing like the Squidward dance in the corner.
All of
I
a
love how
sudden you're
even-
on-
Control it.
You're a spider on roller skates.
Yeah.
I mean, Victoria's even like,
Whoa!
Sveta had to spend years learning how to speak because she doesn't have lungs.
Yeah.
So like,
Right.
it's just like you stumbled into the wrong body, sir, and
How
you're not prepared for that.
how does she speak without lungs?
I imagine it's the same way that Taylor speaks through bugs, like superhero BS, and we just kind of be like, all right, cool.
Yeah. So
You know
she
what?
takes one
Vibrates
of
the
her
tentacles.
tendrils. She takes
Yeah.
one of her
Right.
tendrils and like.
Vibrates. Yeah.
Yeah. Her tongue is
also-
actually a tendril that she can vibrate really fast to make.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
I don't like that. I don't like that. That's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't
Is,
know how I feel about
Beefaroni
that, Nick.
points out, blindside confirmed neither male nor female, and they pronouns are
Oh.
used.
Oh,
I
there you go.
Really?
Oh.
Oh, I didn't notice
Thank
that.
you for
I guess
really
it
thought
makes
was
sense
different.
because nobody
you know.
could look at them to confirm. So
Yeah.
True.
there you go.
I'm curious now. I'm just gonna check.
Also,
I don't
Not that I
know
don't believe it.
not
what you look like.
no information potentially on file in that case as well. Like if it's, a
Oh,
cape
yeah.
that you're trying to keep an eye on. Like it's a troubled kid you're trying to keep an eye on, and then all of a sudden no one can see them anymore. No one
Yeah.
can look at them anymore, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, like added to the file, but like if maybe no one had eyes on this kid, quite literally, now
Yeah.
no one has eyes on this kid.
Imagine Imp and Blindside trying to fight.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
That's
It's
Oh,
just-
I would love that.
Just the blind
two
leading
of
the
them
blind.
walking
Yeah.
in circles.
Yeah,
That's
one
funny.
just the idea of one person not being able to
Oh.
attack or hit the other person, can't figure out why, and the other person walking around being
Completely
like,
oblivious.
I know there's something I'm supposed to be doing, but I can't think of what it is. Meanwhile, Imp like,
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
why?
Um,
Also,
yeah.
I love.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Finish. Yep.
I was just gonna say, I love what Victoria says about attacking him, like because you can't swing your arm at him or them. Excuse me, you can't swing your arm at them. So she says you have to use something that swings, like a flail. So you would swing, but then you couldn't swing all the way to them. So you
Yeah.
swing here and you let the chain carry the rest of the way, which is so cool. I had not thought about that at all, and I love that idea, mostly because I love the idea of anyone fighting with a flail.
true.
It's an underrated weapon, truly.
We have a first-time commenter named Yash. Everyone say hi. They're
Ooh.
asking
Hello, yes, welcome.
They're wondering what our thoughts are on the preseason college basketball rankings.
Well, seeing as how I could not be bothered to watch basketball if my life depended it.
We're a bunch of nerds.
That's the one with the
unfortunately.
orange
Yeah,
ball.
Maybe
on
the wrong
court,
crowd.
right?
I'm
Also,
gonna
I
say-
was-
I'll answer that question on the Discord for our patrons.
wow.
Oh, hot
Oh
dog.
my
What a
Wow.
tease.
God.
What a
As
tease.
I-
I'm gonna monetize everything.
Quickly text my friend who knows everything about college
I
basketball.
was about to say you don't know. That's why he's stalling.
I'm gonna say that Duke
Is a team.
kind of mid this season.
Mm. I have good feelings about Notre Dame.
I think we should pose the
There's
question to
a
you,
team
Yash, and
with
you
a
should tell us why it's
horse.
interesting in the comments. Because
then-
we don't know.
Yeah, because we
How's-
don't know.
I'm
This is the
I'm
wrong
from
crowd to
Georgia.
ask that, my
How's
dude.
UGA doing? How's UGA looking? I'm from Georgia, so that's.
That's not even.
Do
What
they
he-
even play basketball?
Yeah, of
they?
course they play
Huh.
basketball, Nick. Not well, but they play it.
They
That sounds
certainly
alright.
do try, and that's all that matters, the trying.
I don't know. I thought
Beefaroni with Air Bud looking real promising. Ooh,
Air Bud looking real
Yeah!
promising.
I've got money on Air Bud doing a triple double. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
As Vic points out, we don't
Wait.
talk about sports. We talk about milk and Ward.
that's true.
Milk
And
and
as
Ward.
Ray pointed out, Vicky though
The milkiest
famously
podcast
played
on the internet.
basketball and got her
Gross.
power
That's
in
true.
a fight on the court.
With
So
basketball.
you know,
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
all
That's so
ties
true.
together. You thought
It's the
you thought
only,
Yash was
the only game we care about.
You thought Yash was just talking nonsense when it came to sports, but maybe a little
Really,
more thought
Yash
put
is
into
trying
it
to
than you
keep
thought.
us on track.
How many
Brockton
of
Bay
you?
Buccaneers looking real good.
How many of you would buy milk, a milk line of shirts from our store if we made them? Let us know in the comments.
Please don't make me
Could
it
sign
be-
that.
No.
Please
What
don't
it
make
should
me
be.
sign that.
Microwave.
What it should be is a picture of milk in a mug,
I would
But
wear
it's
that
like
every
one of those, like-
podcast. I would not.
but it's like a really hipster. It's a really hipster looking thing, but like step by step instructions of how Alan makes his chai.
Yeah.
But like
I'm
with
not
like
gonna
a really
lie, I
fancy
thought about
font.
immediately making a
Like the
video
mug,
of
but it's
me.
got the cutout so you can see the milk inside with like arrows pointing to stuff.
So.
I need
Okay, no,
this
wait,
shirt.
hear me out. The image is from inside the microwave, and it's like the frame, and it's the
Yes.
mug, but then like on the other side is like Alan's face, like through the microwave door, just like.
Okay, first off, it's
that's
not the
the
mug.
image.
I would
It
wear
goes
that.
in a special microwave.
That's true. It doesn't go in the
container,
mug. It
but
doesn't
you
go in the
could do
mug.
that and me like
It's in a
watching
separate
it.
vessel.
I like that.
And
The
then you
framing
pour
of
it
the microwave and then
into-
me just staring it
All
down.
right.
Look what you
It's a
guys
measuring
says-
cup.
No
It's a silicone
explanation.
measuring cup.
Brockton Bay Book Club, milkiest podcast on the internet.
Please no.
I'm ready.
Big milkers here.
I have to make
Big
that.
milkers.
You don't have to. We
Apologies.
could
You don't
just
have to
make
make
it,
it.
and it would be bad. That's also an option.
Yeah.
What do you? We can make it. It could
Is
be
it
great.
better? Is it better if it's just written in Comic Sans and like
No,
flowy
we
font
want
on
it
the
to be
front?
good.
The milkiest podcast on the internet.
And
All
yes,
right,
Beaver,
Okay,
I
I will
do
be-
have a dedicated milk vessel. Thank you very much.
But yes, you
What
have
now?
to. You can't
was
just willy-nilly stick your
I'll
whole
sketch-
mug in the microwave. Now
I'll
that's
sketch it.
And as
dangerous.
Fran pointed out, if powers get stronger, if you're in a similar circumstance compared to when you trigger, if
Uh-huh.
Vicky fought Goddess on a basketball court, or I would think Lung, maybe, do you think
Uh-huh.
she could have soloed him?
I mean, are they playing?
Yes.
Are they
Okay,
playing
are her parents
basketball?
there watching? Are her parents there watching? Because that's the pressure
Mm.
of it. Is that your
Okay,
parents are
okay.
watching. You're gonna disappoint your team and your coach and your parents, your
But
school,
Amy's also watching.
yourself.
Amy's cheering for Lung the whole time.
No, well, it doesn't matter who Amy's cheering
No,
for.
Amy-
Amy's just there.
Amy's just
Honestly,
there.
it
Amy
might be
definitely
a
cheers
negative if
for
Amy is
Victoria.
cheering for Vicky.
Amy
True.
cheers too hard for Victoria is the problem.
Amy's reffing.
She's the one who brings like a giant banner.
Like Amy's trying not to be biased towards Vicky because she wants her instinct is to call all the fouls against Lung. But she goes sometimes over where she's like, oops, I meant it's Lung's ball when it was clearly not his ball. Like
These are the
What were
hard
we
hitting
talking
questions. Yeah, we come
Milk.
to.
Kingdom
This is great
Come.
Patreon content.
We were talking
All
about
over-
Kingdom Come and
Kingdom came.
Yes, thank you.
Kingdom came all over the
Kingdom
place, mostly on
came
Sveta.
No.
Sveta
With
could
all the
be controlled.
tentacles.
We're going
God
back
damn
to
it.
this whole thing. And
God.
Yep.
Michael,
There we go.
Michael's favorite joke. Um,
Getting back
I
on
will
track.
say, yeah, getting back on track. I will say I really love the snap decision Byron and Tristan made to stop all the bombs. Right, like that was a really
Yeah.
cool
Yep.
18 to
was really
9-13
good.
where they just make that quick eye
Yeah.
contact, Tristan and
Yep.
Vicky, and he's like, "Got it, snap, Byron, water everywhere." From all the rock that was in
Yeah.
the room, destroy the computers, and it makes everything dark, which is crazy too for the next little bit. I
Right.
do love that.
We'll bring it up when we get to their interlude, but I really like the dynamic. This is something I was thinking about even going into this kind of section of chapters after the previous chapters was that I think I might have mentioned it last time too. The fact that we see present day Tristan and Byron working so well together, and then their interlude shows them at complete odds, if not just downright wishing the other one was dead. And so like
Yeah.
I knew there'd be some resolution in their final interlude, and I'm glad we got it. But like, I love seeing them work together. It's really cool, and I'm glad they, quote unquote, figured it out. Life is tense, but yeah, I love that moment. Great moment.
yeah,
Great
Yeah.
characters.
yeah, very interesting.
it definitely
Um,
turns a switch for me where like I kind of think they're boring characters up until their interlude, and then one of those things of once you know every interaction with them, you're way more observant about, and it adds a lot
Yeah.
more depth.
Yeah.
Same with Kenzie later on, where Kenzie's being asking about like Chris, and she's I forget who she's like hugging or like near, and is just like smiling and laughing and like Chris what, and I'm just like like clearly
He's breaking
like
down.
she's very very disturbed by what's going on because of
Yeah.
Mhm.
to let you know, this book is a web serial, superhero web serial called Ward. It's a sequel, although you can read it standalone. It's just extremely long, and we just sit here, we talk about it. We're reading it through, most of us, except for myself, reading for the first time, and most of the other people in chat are just niche nerds about this topic. So,
And the story
welcome,
in general
welcome.
is
Thanks
a
for hopping in, though.
dark superhero type story. So
Yep.
all the links
Yeah.
are in the description as well.
Yeah. What if
But yeah, you should
trauma
join.
took the form of powers? And it's really well written. But what were we talking about right before that?
So
914. Tristan
yeah, we're talking
Byron.
about. So they just flooded
Whirlpool.
the room.
Flooded the room, yeah.
Victoria has this thing where right after the room gets flooded, she's kind of like lost in the water for a second, and she's using her flight to kind of swim rather than swim. And she has this moment of like, has it been 10 seconds? Has it been 30 seconds? Has it been a minute? Has it been 2 minutes? And it's just like, when your adrenaline is pumping, like, you have no idea of the passing of time. Like, you just know that you're doing whatever you can to like not die. And so that moment of like, because it feels like so much is happening because there's so much description on the page, and then to like get a little like reminder of like, maybe only 20 seconds has passed, like possibly, or maybe it's been 2 minutes. Like, we don't know because it's all happened so freaking fast. Like, I can't hold my breath that long. I would have drowned so fast.
Yeah, that was.
Couldn't be me.
I always do the thing in movies where like they're going to water and you gotta hold your breath.
You hold your breath.
And I die in like,
You
half
die
the
every
time.
time.
Every time. There's no way I'd survive this.
No, yeah.
Victoria finds my wife. Let's buy.
But Victoria is able to rescue everybody, which is impressive.
She is.
Yeah.
She's
cool.
able to get everybody out.
Good
There's a
job.
line that I saved just because I thought it was really funny. She gets everybody out of the tunnel and everybody's fine. And the quote is, "Rain had taken a bit of a beating, but that was usual."
Yeah.
What
Oh,
else
Rain.
is
Poor
there?
Like, even
Rain.
Victoria's
Our
like,
favorite punching
Powers.
"Oh,
bag.
Rain got beaten up? Okay, that's normal."
Yeah.
Poor guy.
I want to go
Yeah.
back a second, as I forget who pointed it out, but the moment where they're having the standoff with Monacaros and she's got Kenzie down there and she gives her the shiv and is like,
That's
"Hey,
after, I
That
think.
hasn't happened yet.
is that
Yeah.
right?"
Yeah, we haven't
after?
gotten to it yet.
I
Yeah,
thought that
right
happened
Yeah, it's
in
right
the
after
tunnel.
the tunnel. No, it's right after they get out.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
But yes, we
Yeah,
will get
but
to
we
that.
can get to that now. We
Yeah,
can
we'll
do that
get there.
now.
Okay.
We are basically at that point.
We're basically there,
Yeah,
I
you-
think, because
you're
I just
there.
mentioned getting out of the tunnel. So
Yeah.
you're good.
So they get
Go
out
for
of the tunnel. Does Victoria go back in for the rest of them before the Monacaros incident?
Yes, because she
Yeah,
gets everybody.
Everybody's out
Yeah.
at that point.
She goes
Because
to
she
get
even grabs
Ratcatcher.
Monacaros.
Yeah, because she rescues Monacaros. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and yeah, Ratcatcher and all them. Yeah. She
Yeah,
gets
because she
everybody.
goes down further down the stairwell.
Mhm.
Speaking of which, though,
Which
do we
I
think
don't-
Blindside survived?
I think it's implied he did,
Is it implied they
I think
did?
so.
but I'm not sure actually. I might just be.
Okay, I
We
actually
don't know because he can reconstitute himself from whatever the last body is.
No, not Kingdom Come.
No,
we
no,
know he.
Oh,
Not
sorry.
Kingdom
So you're
Come.
right.
he probably did.
Blindside.
Blindside is who I was thinking of.
Ooh.
do
Yeah,
we-
actually, I don't
so
know.
Whoopsies.
I
I
feel
wasn't
like
actually
they
sure.
ran away before they got to Kingdom Come, or like got beaten up and then kind of ran away prior to them getting to Kingdom Come somehow. But I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna
Maybe.
assume until it's stated they've died. I'm gonna assume they're
Yeah,
okay.
that's
'Cause
my
I don't
thing.
wanna
It's like
think
I'm not
anything else about Blindside.
Good rule of
Exactly,
media. Until I
exactly.
see a body and there is,
They're
They're
like,
alive,
yeah,
which we'll get to later.
yeah.
How did they get the water to go away? Because I don't think I understand what happened. So we have all the moats, boom, it's all water. Everything is full up to the brim, no airspace, and then all of a sudden everything's flooded, and then it's all kind of whooshing, and then it's
My
receding.
understanding is that basically Byron set off a massive water bomb inside of the room,
Yeah.
which instantly filled it and created this giant whirlpool. But there is the passage they walked down, so it fills it up instantly, and then slowly, like as the water pressure gets released, it begins going into that tunnel as well. which is what's creating
Right,
kind
okay.
of the whooshing motion. So at some point they are
Got it.
able to get out of it. It's just that the room is so big and tall that, and there's so much of it at first, it fills it up completely at first, and then they're able to. Once Victoria is able to orient herself to up is down, she's able to find everybody and pull them up where they can
Yeah.
breathe.
Yeah. I guess I just like wasn't imagining it as a huge room.
It
I was
is.
kind of
It is a
imagining it
bit
as
weird.
like
Yeah.
this size, maybe a little bit longer, but like not as a large space. And so it was
Actually,
like,
I
how
think.
did all of that water just kind of like flood
Yeah.
everything? Like,
Because I'm imagining it, and maybe this is just my, because space and wild bow stuff just kind of doesn't matter for me most of the time. There's a stairwell and there's a tunnel at the bottom of the stairwell with more passages. So he fills the stairwell with stone moats, essentially, and then turns it to water, so it drops. It's flooding down this, so that passage at the bottom is just getting always full until this water tank of a stairwell drains.
Hmm.
So that is
Basically,
there,
yeah.
and it's pushing further into the tunnel. So she has to swim up against the water and through until all of that's drained out that way,
Mm.
including the side rooms
that makes
they're
more
in.
sense. That makes more
It's-
sense
yeah,
because I was
it's-
kind of
it's literally the
imagining it
water cooler.
reversed. Yeah. Okay. Okay,
Mhm.
cool. Solid.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's true, but once again, I thought Coyle was getting
You know-
shot, out back behind a building. It turns out it was on a beach.
Yeah.
But then we have the Monacaros taking your girl hostage.
Yeah.
Kenzie gives her the shiv and says, like, hey, I want you to stick this nice and tight in your neck, and if you can be a good girl, turn it, squeeze, give it a nice twist as you put it in. Man, really glad that didn't happen, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah. Talk about a tense
A
moment.
bit too close for comfort, actually.
But what is it that Kenzie says where she's something to the effect of like, "Oh, I know what it feels like to be manipulated. I wouldn't have done that anyway." Basically.
But yeah, it's I know what it feels like to oh god, it's not manipulated because it's like strive for acceptance and adoration or something like that.
Mhm.
Because it's the way
Yeah.
Monacaros is specifically like, and this would make me the happiest if you do this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, yeah,
it's just like I've tried to please people. I know what that emotion feels like. Something like that.
Mm.
Yeah, very interesting that she was able to essentially be immune to that.
Interesting.
Simply, not even like a power way, just the fact that her natural
Mhm.
life had made her immune to it. was
Self-aware
interesting.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
not mind control like Valifor's is. It's
Right.
more of a emotion power is what I
Yeah.
was seeing, is that it's yeah, it's more of an emotion, like you create this deep admiration
Yeah.
where you just want to do whatever they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So interesting. But they beat her up, drop her in the tunnel, and close it up.
Oh,
I love later
I
Goddess is
love
like,
it.
where's Monacaros? And they're like, she's gone.
Yeah.
she's taking an extended timeout.
She's
Yeah.
taking
The amount of
a
times
timeout.
I want to use the GIF from the New 52 DC movie. I can't remember the animated film where Green Lantern just goes to punch Darkseid and then just gets backhanded and then just
Absolutely.
clobbered on by his like parademons.
Yep,
Like,
yep.
Every time. It's what I'm imagining here.
Pretty much.
I could use that GIF on repeat like every week. Somebody gets their ass kicked.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the summary says
Put it
that
in
Crystal
chat,
Clear
Jacob.
gets aligned.
Yes. When you
Does
said it
Crystal
earlier,
Clear
you
get
were like,
aligned?
"Oh, he's immune." I was like, he's not immune."
I guess maybe she just
He-
wasn't aware of him.
That's what I think it was.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like,
Okay.
if nothing
He
else,
wasn't a problem.
If
he
nothing
wasn't a
else,
problem.
because I don't know if this is true, I wonder because he can pull all of the crystals out of his head and he's a normal person underneath.
Right.
I wonder if potentially having all those crystals in his head blocks a lot of stuff out.
That would make
Probably.
sense.
Probably.
Because I think at one point in time they even say something about like seeing his features,
Mhm.
and I was like, oh, or like you said, it could just be that she was aware of him now.
Yeah. So I have a thing now too with 914. At the end, Victoria has that look with Chris, and it's like she knows, oh, Chris has left the team. Like he's no longer part of Breakthrough.
Mhm.
Knowing what happens very shortly after, though, in 9:15, do
Yeah.
we think that that was him saying, I'm leaving the team? Or is that just Victoria's aligned brain r-
I think
subtly
so.
recognizing that Chris's was not aligned?
I
And
think
so she
that's
felt like he wasn't part of the team. Is that kind of what
yeah.
we're thinking? Okay.
That was
'Cause that's
more
what I
where,
was
That's what I was
thinking, maybe.
thinking.
yeah, where I was going.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
And it's like-
on the flip side, though, I'm like, oh,
It-
Chris betrayed the team. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's
like I
because-
wouldn't doubt it from him either.
Right
Broke
after
my
that,
heart.
she gets the same reaction from Natalie, I think,
Mhm.
or is it
Yeah.
Natalie? Yeah.
Yes.
So I
think
think
so.
it was her aligned brain being like, not everyone's on the same page here. Which
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
shout out to Natalie. We got another point in the sniper's coil or coil sniper could take out everybody if they wanted to. Like, stop overlooking the civilians, please.
Yep.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
real.
for sure.
Goddess is like, why would I want to align that? A civilian, what are they gonna do?
Yeah. But
I mean,
you know,
she
thank
can't.
God she has a danger sense. Like,
Yeah, I don't think she can. I think you're right.
Yeah, she can't do civilians.
Yeah.
She can only do
Yeah.
parahumans.
but,
Her danger sense, though, is freaking hilarious to me. That she's
Yeah.
like constantly, she's like, listen, I know it's one of you. It's one of you guys doing something hanky. and
Which
they're
one
like,
of you said it? Which one of you motherfuckers said
Yeah.
it? It's just
And they're all just like-
Sergeant Ernie running up down the hall.
Yep.
Which
Yeah.
one of you said it? I know it's one of you.
Oh god.
We just walk away for a minute, then throw a
Love that.
building at you.
Yeah, like
For real.
I don't think she caught on. Meanwhile, in the background, like getting closer.
Love it.
Never
You
knew. She caught on.
motherfuckers.
Well, should we get to 9:15 or
Well,
any
hold on,
further
hold on.
thoughts
I got
on
one
13
more
and
thing.
14?
9:13, when they're talking about, oh, we could have our own country, and they're arguing about, like, obviously, I would want a bunch of
Oh.
manservants in my mansion.
Yeah.
And Rain's
Yes.
like, I would like to just have a cabin alone in the woods. And Kenzie's like, but
I'd
don't
like
you
to
want
be
another
left
room
alone.
for you know who? And he's like, you know, I once almost got everything I wanted, and it was the worst. And I was like, oh, we're gonna bring this up again. God damn it,
That
Rain.
hurt me.
Yeah.
That
Like,
hurt me.
yeah.
Also, he says
Oh.
in my wildest fantasies, like I had, was finally free and have my own place that I could call home. And like that plus a family, like that was too big for my dreams. Like
Sad boy sad.
Damn.
Yeah. That boy said. Yeah.
I did like how they were like,
As a
we need a lot of girl servants, and then I think it was Ashley was like, but we also need one boy servant, like a real Jeeves type. Like you
Yes.
gotta have your
You've
butler.
got to have a
Yeah.
Woodhouse.
You
You
gotta
know?
have.
yeah, exactly. Well, that was her suggestion for
Oh.
Rain. She was like,
Yeah.
you,
Oh, that's
you got to
what it
have
was,
a lot
yeah.
of maids because that was Damsel saying that, not
Yes.
Oh, right.
And
That's
Byron,
fun.
this is what the note I have. Byron steps in and says, no, he wouldn't like that. And I was like, Byron knows what Rain likes. Up top, let's go. They've talked before. That's right. He knows what he's into. It's like, trust me, French maids ain't his thing.
Oh, that's
he's
funny.
into the more girl next door
real.
type.
I was about to say it's a real girl next door and a cult kind of vibe is what he's into.
Yeah, you know the
Oh,
girl next trailer.
Yeah.
It might be your cousin.
Ooh.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Well, no. That was the thing. That's the one person that wasn't his cousin.
No, I know. That's
It's true. Yeah.
It's true.
allegedly.
Allegedly, we don't know for sure. Oh
That was good.
Lano,
I did
lano.
like that section though. That was great.
What
Agreed.
if the Fallen
Yeah.
are just asking the question? What if, being from Alabama was a power?
Basically, yes.
Or better
don't
yet, what if
want it.
Florida Man was a power?
Florida
Yeah.
man. Yeah, no, absolutely.
And in
Florida
a cult,
man, the
like,
power.
oh.
For sure.
No, and a cult. It's just in Florida. That's you. The same
Well, there
thing.
wasn't there a big cult
Oh,
in Jacksonville?
okay.
Wasn't that a thing? Or am I misremembering that?
Which old folks home are you talking about? Like, could be.
Yeah.
No. God damn.
Good point.
There's
Man,
always
we
a
just
goal.
Anyways.
throwing fireballs tonight.
All right.
9:15
Let's go.
Yeah.
at 9:23. All right. The
Oh.
team meets with Goddess and they prepare to fight the Wardens. Victoria finds the anti-alignment food and spreads it around. In response, Goddess throws a building, but then Chris kills her, and Amy becomes the Red Queen and departs for Earth Shin.
Goodness.
So this is the sudden stop at the bottom of the stairs I was talking about
Yeah.
at the beginning, where
Yep.
it's just like
Uh-huh.
you're falling, you're going, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, and then you stop and you're like, oh,
Oh.
I'm at the bottom. Oh, here we are. And yeah, just kind of out of the blue. Win for Ratcatcher, of course, finding out about the candy.
Always a
Of
win for
course.
Ratcatcher.
Small
Phenomenal.
things.
Yep.
Giving
you
her
know.
the little signal too, of being like, and Victoria's like, got it.
I almost want to say, I don't know if I want to give him all this credit, but with Teacher's plan being starving the prison, I feel like he already got the candy in, the food in. He knew, he was like, oh, if I starve them, eventually they'll probably be forced to eat what I gave them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I win. You
Yep.
know, like I just imagine that
Then
could
I
also
win.
easily be part of his plan.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Also, shout out to, I forget who it was, if he was even named, the random cape who was just like, fuck yeah, give me chips. That's my spirit.
Yeah.
That's my spirit
He
animal.
was like, share
Yeah.
them, and he was like, I'm not gonna share.
You ever shared a bag of Doritos before? There's like 5
Yeah.
of them in there.
Yeah, not gonna fucking happen,
Bruh.
It's great.
bruh.
I did like, and again, credit to Wildbow's writing here, but the pull out from aligned POV narration
Yes.
to unaligned.
So good.
It's so evident just in reading. It's real, like the switching
Yeah.
from Goddess to back to Woman in Blue, who she was before aligned POV took over, was just all that the little subtle rewording was great.
Oh my gosh. How did I not notice that?
Yeah, right.
I didn't
It
notice
was
that at
cool.
all. The change in naming. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Really great little techniques.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
liked
loved
the
it.
oh sorry, Alan.
No, go for it.
So I was listening to the audiobook. So it's it was great because it's like, yeah, because Goddess, she was a fucking bitch. Like so good. Because there's this like slight pause and then it came back in and I was like, oh yeah.
It's
Let's
the severance transfer in the
Yeah.
elevator. They do the
Oh.
zoop fucking
Phenomenal.
bitch.
Yeah.
Love
Loved it.
So
Oh,
So good.
You sneaky mom.
who stops the building? I'm trying to remember the details. She throws a building at them, but they're
They
fine.
dodge.
I think
it
they just
stop?
dodge. I don't
They
think
just
dodge.
dodge it.
They
Yeah.
They just
dodge.
run.
So funny.
they see
Yeah.
the building coming and they're like, serpentine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Baba Louise.
Vicky grabs a few people and
Yeah,
like
Vicky grabs
flies
a bunch of
away.
people and flies
She
away.
drops Damsel, I think. I mean, Damsel
Yeah.
makes it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's this moment where Damsel lets go because she doesn't want to cut up Vicky's arm.
Yeah,
And
right,
then
in the process.
just out of nowhere, I guess Goddess's danger sense wasn't that good because Chris just jumps
Apparently
her out
not.
of nowhere and rips her apart.
What the fuck?
Like
And
goddamn.
maybe she's still thinking of him in terms of like he's part of their
Being
team.
aligned.
He's part of the no, they're not the Undersiders. No.
Yeah.
No.
Part
But
of the
he's
God
that
Squad.
they're yeah, right. But yeah, so he's like part of their team and she's getting the danger sense from their team. And it's like, well, it was from him and Victoria with the candy. But like she didn't think of him as his own separate entity. She thought of it as like the team is a problem. Like somebody is being problematic and I don't know which
Yep.
one of you it is. And turns out he was ready to go.
And it turns out Croco shit was feeding her a Croco shit.
Yeah, I
didn't-
like
that
that
was
too.
great.
I like
That
that
was
too. It's
great.
Like, oh, Croco shit's
Ugh.
been lying the whole
Yeah.
time. Also, what a great
They just
visual,
wow.
like Croc. Oh, shit, like just
Yeah.
like as far as like trashy villains go, what a great vibe.
I love
Really,
it.
so
though.
good.
Love
The
it.
ultimate Florida villain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
sure.
gosh.
Oh, that was a cat on screen
Mm.
right there. That's another.
I know he's in the background the
There
whole
you
time. Go try again. You almost got him. You almost got him. Keep going.
Yeah.
Oh.
Use more of your power in the distraction. And then, as Fran points out, Goddess's telekinesis is Manton limited, as we know, and
Yeah.
she can't pick up people. But she's good enough that she can pick up costumes, which are
Armor.
usually
yeah.
subject to the Manton rules because they're so tight to the skin. which
Yeah.
a great explanation for like why you want to wear skin tight clothing.
Right.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because if it's
Yeah.
too baggy, it could
Smart.
be outside
Super
the
smart.
Manton effect.
Yep.
Which is why I have to wear this busty skin tight outfit all the time.
The keyhole cut out on the tits.
Yeah, right. The keyhole
Yeah.
is actually for the less skin I have covered, the less affected by the
Yep.
the more
Wait,
Manton
did
coverage I have.
Wildbow?
It's
Did
not.
he just? We always credit Wildbow for like untroping the tropes. Did he just fix the stupid video game armor plot hole?
Pretty
Yes.
much.
Yeah.
He did. That bastard.
Yeah.
is
That's why we love him.
Genius.
Finish
Fucking
what Fran
genius.
said though. Finish.
Because I was gonna say I just was reading something about that of the like no she has to wear that because of her powers, and it's just
Yeah.
like who do you think gave her the powers, huh? Who do you think wrote him that way?
Exactly.
But she can pick up people and control them by their clothes and armor, as we saw. Unfortunately for her, Chris always fights butt ass naked.
Yeah,
So
True.
her ultimate weakness,
Love it.
nudity.
Yeah.
Just flapping in the wind.
Yeah, that was visceral.
Yeah, just
Yes.
shreds. her.
Wow. And
Done.
it happened so fast.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
done by someone who didn't hesitate the way I would imagine a child killing someone would hesitate. Also, just wanted to.
Oh yeah, Chris has
that-
definitely killed people
Mhm.
Yeah.
before.
More reasons that
For
I love
sure.
Chris, to be perfectly
Yeah.
honest. We love a villain.
Even
I-
if he was
still-
slightly Amy touched or whatever we're gonna call that now.
I don't
Fantasy
want to
and-
think about
Touched by an Amy.
Yeah.
Touched by
Touched
an
by
Amy.
my favorite like 90s TV show.
Oh, I want that shirt.
Also-
Also, I'd wear that.
Speaking of, I don't my ADD
No.
brain went crazy for a second, and I just realized, doesn't the Red Queen sound like a euphemism for a period?
What?
I
Yeah,
mean,
well,
yes.
It
Sure,
didn't,
like,
but
As
I'm in
the
my-
wo-
I'm
the
in my-
person with the
like,
uterus.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I'm in my Red Queen era this week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. The euphemisms for being on your period are many. And
Let's,
I've
let's
definitely
see.
heard Red
Amy
Queen be
is
used
a
before.
pain in the vagina. You know, always having to fucking deal with her once a fucking month. Apparently, you know, nobody wants her around. Causes a huge mess. Like, yeah. You know, lots of body
Probably
dysmorphia
kills
from this
children.
bitch. Like, of
Yeah, no.
course,
I
we
mean-
could call her the Red Queen.
Fantastic.
what you've started.
Although
with.
I do the one plus that Amy gets in this scene where she makes her like Red Queen speech and then goes off to Earth Shin to fuck off or whatever is I just see like
guess.
Dot the visual of Dot on her shoulder just going yes 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 yes. It's just keeping me alive.
Queen,
Yeah.
Red
It's
Queen.
No.
in my heart.
So cute.
Amy is such a fascinating character, and I hate her, and I love to hate her.
Of course.
But
Yes.
she's just a really good antagonist to this story
Mhm.
because
I think so.
truly, other than Victoria, who she harmed and is very wrong for doing so, not to overlook that, but other than that interaction, Amy is not a villain, is not presented as a villain. She's got a hero power. She does as much hero poweriness that she can do with it, aside from also helping, save the world in other regards where she can.
Mhm.
And so like positioning her as an antagonist for Victoria's story is just so good because it's the only dynamic that could work for Victoria in that sense, where she's got to like fight against her sister while also recognizing that her sister is doing good a lot of time and just did good. Like it's great. It's a great dynamic. Fuck Amy.
Another
Fuck
reason
Amy.
why the protagonist, like, we wouldn't have Amy's impact as much if it was a different protagonist. So that's one thing.
Also
That's true.
Also
That's
good point.
very true.
I wish we just had
Yeah,
more of
it's
Amy, to
almost
be
worth
honest.
it.
It's almost
Yeah.
worth it.
Honestly, actually, like it really is. Like it's almost worth it just to have that kind of back
The
and
hate.
forth because
Yeah.
Amy is so easy to hate. Like she's so easy to hate on. She constantly makes the wrong decision, which like I don't know how that's humanly possible, but like
Yep.
there
When
you
guys were
go.
discussing
Gotcha.
other options.
know?
That's what I was thinking the whole time. Like, but we wouldn't have the Amy
Yeah.
hate. So
That's
It's true.
true.
And we do get to
It's true.
continue that because now Amy is
I-
taking over her own planet.
Right?
You know, not surprised. Really.
Not fucking surprised.
I do like how
The question is,
she pulled the same shit though. She was like, "You're not going to be under anyone's control, but I do have to touch your brain a little bit."
just a little,
just a little
I'm just
bit.
gonna lobotomize you a little.
Just
Yeah.
form a line. Here's the thing. Amy, okay.
No, go off.
Just
Go off.
sans anything else.
Alan Rand. So
How
let's go.
did Amy grow the balls to do this? Like, Amy couldn't go to a new grocery store without having an anxiety attack. Like, how did Amy be like, I'm going to be villain leader of the world now?
She went to prison.
Wow.
She went to prison and came
really,
out
though. She
still
got
a
prison
weak-ass
chats. She
bitch.
reconnected with her dad.
Honestly, all of that was probably peer pressure. Like, she is a weak-ass bitch. We've seen that she's a weak-ass bitch.
for this?
Like, we should blame Marquis for this personally.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
But like, this just seems so un-Amy to me, and for her to do this. But then let's just say she makes up her like, but we're gonna be we're gonna have rules, and you're gonna protect people. You're gonna be heroes, and it's like,
Gonna be good guys.
bitch, how are you gonna do that? Like, how are you gonna enforce that? What are you gonna? Are you literally gonna have people line up, and you gotta go boop and lobotomize every single one of them? Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
with Amy logic, she'd probably think that was fine.
right? And then somebody steps out of line, is like, I'm not listening to this bitch. Bam, she's dead. And they're like, party. And then Earthshin just, honestly,
Becomes chaos.
chaos. Yeah, or they just keep him
Yeah.
on Australia, and they're just like, that's where the hero, the villains go.
Is Earthshin was Goddess's planet, right? Like that's
Correct.
where she was from. Okay, yeah.
Because that's
Yeah, no,
where
I-
she was gonna try and go back to.
So
Yeah,
they're
no,
used to being
I was with you
conquered,
though,
you
Alan.
know.
Yeah, they're used to being conquered. Oh, another one. How nice. First one was blue. Now it's red. Next one will be yellow.
Mhm.
But no, I see though, Alan. I had the same thought you did of like, where did Amy get the gall to not
Yeah.
only betray Goddess, which is very unlike her,
Bold.
but then
Right?
to
Betray
be like,
a blonde? She's never done that before.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Fran
Huge
says it's
bow
because
down.
of the
Algil the blonde.
goblin. This is what happens when you get a
because the
goblin.
goblin.
Ooh, that's what happens when you have
You
a
know.
goblin on your shoulder, just telling you to go goblin mode all the time.
Mhm.
Wow.
Eventually, you
True.
listen to it.
We love
So
Dart.
I like to
okay?
think that she got really bold after Gold Morning because she like probably stepped back and was like, wait a minute, I did that. Like, yeah,
I was a
Taylor
hero.
pulled the trigger, but I gave her the gun, Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was
You know,
probably
you know what
more-
it
yeah.
could be? It could also be bias of the narrator protagonist as well, because Victoria is certainly Amy's one weakness. But if
Mhm.
she's conquered every other weakness she's had, the only reason Amy still appears weak to us is because we're reading the story from Victoria's point of view.
From
That's
her
very
weakness.
true.
Yeah.
That is
So it's
true.
That's
very
really good
possible
insight.
she's been a very bold villain for a while now, and like just slowly
Been a couple
stewing
years.
as she's healing everybody for the wardens.
Yeah.
Um,
And we
'cause
haven't
she's
seen her
also
for a
been doing
while
that
either.
as well. She's been healing for the wardens and doing other things under
True.
observation.
Good point.
But
Of course.
so I don't know. Could
Yeah.
just be she's gotten bold, and it's just Victoria is still her weakness. You know.
Yeah, Bernard points out rightfully, looking at the parallels between her sending herself to the birdcage and her sending herself off planet.
Yeah.
Also true. Yeah. Also
which-
true.
Yeah.
In my mind, is just like, I know it for her. It's like, oh, I'm taking responsibility for my action just by turning myself in. When the real answer is she's removing herself from the situation that she created,
Right.
so that she
Yeah.
doesn't have to be responsible for what
It's like
happened.
when someone gets mad, instead of dealing with it and talking about it, they're just like, I'm going to walk away because if I stay, I'm going to do something. And you're like, or you could just learn how to curb your anger and actually talk.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah,
As
pretty
Truitt
much.
points out, and Amy just fails upwards.
Yeah.
That's true.
She just
That's
trips
true.
her way up that ladder. God damn.
It's true.
Good
it's true.
God.
But I do want to see more.
Yeah.
Wow.
I do want to
Alrighty.
see more of her as a villain, for sure. For sure.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
that's the
villains.
question is like, is this like she ships herself off to Shin and we're like, goodbye. When will I see you again? Oh, never. Or is this going to be like, oh, this is going to be a problem that's
Right.
going to come and like
I
kick
hope
us
so.
in the ass later?
Yeah.
I mean,
Kinda
I
hope
hope so.
so.
I think it would be a great callback.
Oh yeah.
I want to see a whole world full of untethered shards under Amy's control.
Oh,
Woof.
sheesh.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna
We'll
say
get to that
goblins.
eventually.
And goblins, yeah.
Oops, all goblins.
Oops.
Oops, all goblins. I could
All
spend like
right.
an hour on these interludes, so
I know.
Yeah.
Let's get to 9.Z.
9Z. Interlude
do it.
Tristan. Goes back and forth between past and present. Tristan copes with Byron's death, quote unquote. Breakthrough debriefs with Mayor Citrine. Tristan's life collapses with the lie. And Barcode checks out the twins. So, wild conclusion to the Tristan. So, was I right? Did I call it that Tristan's murder charge was Byron?
Yeah.
That people were basically suspicious
did
that,
call
like,
it.
we think that you killed Byron.
Yeah.
So,
I
And they
mean,
kept
it only got interrupted because of Gold Morning. Otherwise, he
Yeah.
probably would have been. It would have been a
He was
full.
going to go to trial.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it wouldn't go to trial. It'd probably take a plea, but
yeah. It's interesting, right? Because they kind of, when I finished the chapter, at first I really didn't like the resolution. I was like, that was way too quick. Byron was way too forgiving. But it grew on me really quickly the more I thought about it. Because like Byron says, he's like, I don't want you to go to prison, because then I would go to prison. Like, we're not separate,
Yeah.
and we need to overcome that immediately, or we're both going to be in prison. Like that kind of mentality. Like, everything bad that happens to you is also happening to me, and vice versa.
Yeah.
And
I feel like there's a conversation to be had about society in general, with like the two of them being like, look, even though, we're putting some person away, that like that does affect society as a whole in a certain way, but I feel like you gotta stretch imagination, and that's farther outside this topic than we want to go.
we live in a
That's
society.
we do. It's an interesting
One of
thing.
the most societies of all time.
That's true.
Certainly. Sociologically, even.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting how even immediately the guilt hits Tristan,
Oh.
but
yeah.
he goes with the like, I gotta stick with it now. And even immediately like trying to confess to somebody and being like, I think I did something terrible, and they're like, no, it's okay. Like, your brother died. It's you feel responsible.
It's normal to blame yourself, and he's like,
It did the discount Yamada over here.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
He can hang with the parahuman trauma.
reaches
Like-
psychologist or
yeah.
whatever.
I know they
Reaches
have
therapist.
the equivalent of a psychologist. Like, we had the equivalent of like the counselors that were chaplains at our Bible college that like had no degree in that bullshit and were just like old people that just had some words of bullshit
Maybe
wisdom
you're
to be like,
depressed
They're
because
just old people.
you haven't
Ugh.
prayed enough lately.
Yeah.
yeah. Have
Oh
you
my
considered?
God.
How's your prayer life?
Would all of us trigger because of all of the like religious trauma?
Yeah,
Is
really,
that all
no.
of our triggers?
I
'Cause-
never hit.
Not
I
all
never
of
hit
us,
bottom.
no.
I thrived in it.
This is why we started the podcast. You guys don't even know. This was your trigger.
Alan, you triggered in
Michael's
the wrong
wrong
direction.
Yeah.
You triggered with like separation anxiety. No, I need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Would I be part of the shepherds? Probably.
We're getting too niche. We're
Yeah.
getting too
No,
niche.
you know the scene at
Although-
the end of Spider-Man 3 where what's his face like jumps back into Venom like as the grenades going off. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Back into the
See, I was imagining Alan
make
as
that
like a
joke.
high-ranking member of the Shepherds, and he's like, when other members get to the high ranks, he's like, "All right, I got to tell you the secret. None of us believe this shit. It's
No,
just
the
a useful
problem-
paradigm for organizing people."
The problem was that I would, it would be more like I'm the one person who takes it seriously, and everybody else is like, he's too much.
yeah,
He's too
right,
much.
yeah.
He's
He
like,
believes
no, but
too
he
hard.
said he doesn't believe it. And it's like, no,
He's like,
exactly.
I don't,
That's the
but,
problem.
But I like it.
Yeah,
but I
like
like the
Oh.
structure.
But I
the
want to
utility.
yeah. But the robes and the
Yeah.
Ropes.
It's a culture.
Okay.
Hats, come on.
All right, we lost it.
Okay,
We're
okay,
tuning
back to the
lost
interlude. We
everybody,
got
yeah.
so much to cover. We got so
So
much to cover.
this whole interlude,
my
to
God.
me, as I was reading it, all I could think of is this is just the Telltale brother.
Oh yeah, I like that actually.
I can
That's a-
hear him. I can
Yep.
hear him beating underneath, within
Oh.
my chest.
Oh,
You know,
oh,
and they're
I
like,
was so confused
Me
for a
too.
second there.
I
not
thought-
Yeah,
Telltale,
like
the
the
video
Telltale.
game company. Telltale as
That's
in
where my
classic.
brain went. It's fine. It's fine.
Edgar
it's fine.
Allan
Yeah,
Poe.
No,
Telltale.
I know.
The
I know what you
Telltale
mean.
heart.
Yeah.
I know what
It's-
you mean
that's
now.
good.
You said
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
he's always. I was like, oh, it's Edgar Allan Poe. Got it.
Yep. Yeah.
I like it.
Ooh, man. And then it just
Yeah.
it compounds in Tristan's mind because he
Yeah.
can't read Byron's mind,
Mhm.
but he can only assume how he would feel if he were in that scenario, and we know how Tristan feels
Right.
when he's on the inside. And so
Yeah.
he's
Uh-huh.
like, well, now it's this compounding thing of like, well, I can't let him out because now he would punish me and never let me out again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's really interesting though. I did love the twist where he's like, okay, I've got this plan, I'm gonna do this. And then he realizes mid-moment, oh, I've been betrayed because there's this hero who's been hired who can, or mercenary who's been hired who can control people. And he finally
Mhm.
gets caught and is forced to switch back into Byron. And Byron just comes out yelling. It's such a
Screaming,
visceral
yeah.
moment of like,
Yeah.
oh, that hurt. Like it was just so good, but so
Yeah.
painful at the same time.
Because at first you think he's just like really leaned into the paranoia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you think he's
And then you're
super
like, no.
paranoid.
Mhm.
Because I was like, bro, you need to chill out, man. Like, this is how you get caught. Like, you get into your own head. Like, calm down, take a breather, you're fine. And then I was like, oh no, he's not fine. He's not. He all the paranoia was valid. Like,
Mhm.
whoa, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it makes sense why Moonsong hates Tristan. Like I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I get
yeah.
it.
I get
I
it.
get it.
You know,
I would
like eesh.
same. Yeah.
It makes me wonder if she ever truly believed that Byron was dead, because when it first happens she's like, no, you're lying, whatever, you killed him. She's very blaming him, doesn't believe him. And then over the course of the months basically that pass, Tristan says that he kind of builds this relationship with Moonsong where they're like, they hang out, they reminisce, they talk about Byron. Like, was she pretending that whole time? Because like I 100% she was just like
I believe she was
lying through her
totally
teeth.
pretending. I think
Mhm.
she probably had that moment where it's like, I've never seen the show, but because it's a meme, I know where it came from now. The meme of the detective who believes who is the only one who knows Dexter is a psychopath.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's just the meme, all the memes of
Have you
him.
seen it?
It's there's this meme of like
Surprise,
this
motherfucker.
detective, yes, a surprise motherfucker guy. But it's just him sitting in the car, just like looking out the window pensively, thinking.
Yeah.
But he's like, people regard him almost as like a conspiracy theorist because he's like, there's no way Dexter's a bad guy. And I imagine Moonsong. That's how I imagine Moonsong's just like sitting in the car watching Tristan. Everybody's like, no, dude, Tristan's not lying, and she's like, no, something's off. Something's off
Mhm.
about that.
Mhm.
Something's
you know?
wrong about that boy.
I love it. That's
Yeah,
actually a great
and so I
comparison.
do think all of it is like,
Yeah.
it's very much that it's all fake. She's just trying to get to know him, see if he'll slip up in his language, maybe, and be
Yeah.
because the moment he refers to Byron in the present tense instead of the past tense, like he's fucked,
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and
Well,
not enough to prove anything necessarily,
Yeah.
but in the sense for Moonsong of like, oh, okay, he's still in
Yeah.
there, we can get him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, wild. I
Mm.
don't think it justifies it necessarily, but the extent to which Tristan then went to protect Byron, it makes a bit more sense, I think.
I think so.
Because you're kind of like, why would you hire a hitman to kill you if you don't let your brother out enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a weird kind of an accountability, but it's still some sort of an accountability.
Also, what a name for a hitman, Barcode. Like that's a great name
Yeah.
for a hitman.
Because it's not just the guy either. It's the group is called Barcode.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah. The
Which-
group's called Barcode.
Definitely brings up when they talk about a fate's worse than death, and like what they do is some sort of dismemberment, I believe.
Mhm.
But I may have mentioned it before that very much feels like Repo the Genetic Opera, where the guy comes and collects people, repossesses organs that people have loaned and have
Mhm.
it paid back, the company repossesses those organs, and they have barcodes on them, and they scan them.
Gotcha.
Be like, yep, that's the right liver.
Gotcha. It's crazy.
Love it.
Mm.
One more interlude.
Yep.
9i.
Yep. Only other thing is we get Citrine again with the number man. I just
Oh,
wanted to
oh, we
mention
did.
Yes, yes,
that.
yes. Let's not
Very brief.
forget this.
Let's not
Yeah,
Let's
skip
not
over
forget
that.
this.
That's important.
So basically they negotiate with Citrine and the number man, and they're kind of like, I know who you are. Like kind of
Yeah.
like, we know who you are. We just want to work together with all the parahumans, and they're like, fair enough. we know, we know you were part of Cauldron. Give us access to the files.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool though. Maybe some hopeful stuff there for K70s and K53s too,
Yeah.
perhaps.
It was
Yeah.
pretty cash money of them to let up all that info and help along.
That was very.
Number Man was always chill. Let's be honest.
Right?
Yeah.
He was like,
Number man.
Slaughterhouse 9, a little too much. I want
Yeah.
to chill down. I'm
Right,
just going
right,
to be an
right.
evil banker.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he
Exactly.
does that for fun. Like that's just like, I'm just
Better-
going to do some
Yeah.
money on the side.
Like,
I love
better
myself,
money, less risk, and less homicide.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Exactly. Exactly.
He just wanted an office job. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
White
I
He just
see,
wanted to
um,
be in a cubicle.
I saw
Also,
Number
for
Man
him.
came up recently as
Got
well as a
married,
side
too.
note. Oh yeah, got married as well. Yeah, he and Citrine are married. So good for
Oh, I
them.
missed that. Oh, funny.
Did he take
Those
her
have been
last
talked
name
about
too?
before.
I feel like he took her last name.
I don't
Did he?
remember, but it was talked about
don't
before they
remember.
have matching gold bands in her interlude, I think.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Her and Kurt.
Her and Kurt. Yeah, what a dopey name though.
I would also go by
Diane
the
Wynn.
name.
No, Diane Wynn's the person who wrote Gene Wynn. Diane
Gene
Wynn's
Wynn.
who wrote Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah.
That's funny. So quick side note, just as a fun thing I saw, on Reddit I occasionally pop into the top character tropes subreddit, which I think is an interesting one, basically like going through examples of a thing common in media and like whether it's good or bad. One of them was a seemingly inconspicuous power that when applied correctly is actually extremely powerful, and Number Man was in the list because it's like his power is
love it.
math, but he can literally
Love it.
see the numbers of the world, and it's fantastic. And every time he gets brought up,
Perfect
I'm like, what a great
Yeah.
character.
I always go back to when back in Worm, very quick scene during the Nilbog like fight kind of towards the end of the story. There's that moment where out of a portal, Number Man and Contessa pop out of a portal, and both, mind you, both Contessa with perfect OP power of all time, both just start
Yeah.
like doming people across
Through the fog.
through the fog
Yep.
that they can't
Amazing.
see through.
Amazing.
Contessa can't miss because her power told her she can't miss. Number Man's just like the math works.
He did the
So-
math.
The math.
Yeah,
The math
he
is
did the math.
mathin'.
He did the
Oh,
Yeah.
math.
Yeah,
So, whoever knew that math could be so hot.
Yeah.
it's true. It's true.
His perfectly tailored outfit.
He's
Oh,
married now.
see,
Guy
guys.
has
here's
no-
the
He's
thing.
got no collar gap,
I don't care.
no bunching,
Yep.
Whole bunch of home wreckers.
no
over
pulling
here.
at
None
the
of that
crotch.
weird crease across the back shoulders.
Right?
Oh.
My
Do you think he
camera's-
does his own clothes?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Oh, he would-
100%. He knows
everything
exactly.
handmade.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know what? Maybe
So
that's why Citrine ended up with him. She just wanted to go from one handmade costume maker to another handmade
You got a
costume
thing
maker.
for kind of costume makers.
got
Also,
a thing
Michael,
for-
do you have a cat
There's a
on
cat
screen?
on me. That's a tail.
Oh, no.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. Now that is a
Ah.
once in a lifetime, once in
Wow.
a podcast
Yeah.
lifetime
It's
just-
thing.
It's like because you have that black background, it's like the
She's-
shadows are just coming
She's
out and
just
striking
below
at
the
you. Like,
camera. She's
Oh,
like
it's
right
the
down
tentacles.
here. But yes.
the
Is it
Duchess.
Duchess?
Yeah.
The doctor.
Duchess?
Yep.
That's funny.
Hey, Duchess.
Very good.
Oh, yeah. I know if I grabbed the
Um,
camera, she'd move. So she's
9i
Okay.
But well,
That's
getting into
or anything else about
what I feel
9Z.
like that 9Z is sort of a conclusion to I think what Breakthrough has been trying to accomplish when it comes to like, hey, we've been doing these little spurts where they've proved themselves in the hero community and in the greater Cape community even that like, hey, we're trying to do something here. We're not just trying to put out fires. We're trying to set up a fire tower to spot fires and start, be able to call down and coordinate.
Fire watch, yeah.
For all intents and purposes, they are like trying to centralize and coordinate intelligence. So this is a payoff where they've moved up the step, where they've gotten the respect of certain teams, coordinating with them. And now we are at kind of one of the biggest informational sections you can get to, which is the mayor of Megalopolis, who is also the spiritual successor to Cauldron. Like, that is a big win in terms of like moving. Oh, pun not intended, but now that I think a big win, moving up through the through our like a little chart. If we were doing, how we would do with Taylor, we would say, oh, we conquered the neighborhood, we conquered the city, we're holding Brockton, now we're fighting, the world, and for them, this is moving that pin up the little tracker to be like, and now we've essentially gotten the attention of Megalopolis, or, at least the mayor. This is where we're at. This is our win.
Yeah. And this is confirmation that she won as expected, right? But that was kind of implied from the meeting with everybody, with Gary, who left, but the others kind of being like, yeah, okay, you can take the mayorship and we'll just support you. So, but just confirmation that did go through as planned, as her and Numberman planned. Yeah, very interesting. Very cool. Going back to the end of it too, the connection at the end between Byron and Tristan, I feel like I just have such a deeper respect for Byron, I think. Obviously Tristan, I think, has grown as well, and he's showing, like, even if it's a bit drastic, he's like, I'm willing to take steps to fix this because I know that I messed up. And just that relationship is such an interesting one. I almost wonder, what is it? There's some character like them, I feel like, in some media where they get an opportunity to split apart, but then they realize they're actually better together at what they do. It's just this vague concept. I almost wonder if that could happen for Byron and Tristan, right? Where they're getting information about K70s. Maybe they find a way, or Cauldron had some way to try to split them apart. And it succeeds, but they kind of realize, like, positive, we can live our own lives now, which is what we've always wanted. Negative, though, like, I kind of miss that unity that we had in a way when we were one person. So, just a theorizing for the future.
Yeah. All right. 9i now.
9i, Valkyrie.
Let's do it.
Valkyrie and her flock of resurrected parahumans deal with, in no particular order, a world-killing airgun, put down a dog with superpowers, fight some warlords, and locate the people lost during the portal incident. And finally, an unknown bigger threat looms. The person that matters has been found. Yamada.
I said she's not dead until I see a goddamn body.
We knew.
And
Alan was like, nah, she gone. I was like, no.
I love that Valkyrie is also like, although she's not part of Team Breakthrough, she has the same vibe of like, I need my therapist. I need to find my therapist.
We all need Yamada.
We all need Yamada.
I was reading, sometimes I'll read the comments on the chapters on the WordPress, kind of just to see what the vibe is at the time of the chapter releases. And on the chapter, I scrolled down quite a bit, but somebody had the best theory that I hope is true, because it'd be great. And it's that Yamada actually is a cape, but her shard is from Abaddon, the third entity we know about, who decided that because just conflict isn't working in solving entropy, Abaddon flipped it and is now trying to solve entropy through kindness and love. And so Yamada is his like first attempt,
his scion,
and her power is just that she can bring out the best in everybody.
That is hilarious.
I was like, damn it.
Also, a quick backing up, Fran puts out, Nick, to your idea on the talking about splitting up and realizing they're better together. Fran points out that happened to Hulk and Bruce Banner. Truitt and also Wonderland also pointed out Dragon Tales, which I don't remember. I'm just going to say Sneezy and Wheezy. I do remember that
Probably,
episode.
Yeah.
I know, and one of them's Wheezy.
No.
I don't remember the other name. What is it?
Hold on.
Oh, you're saying the name? Oh, the names are wrong. Yeah, but
Zach
that's
and
def-
Wheezy.
Zach.
Zach
Zach
and
and
Wheezy.
Wheezy.
I
Zach
was
and
like,
Wheezy into Tails
Zach-
apart because 2 heads are better than one.
yep.
Sorry.
They have the episode where they split apart and they end up realizing they'd rather be together.
Right.
Wonderland, I
Firestorm,
love you
DC
for that,
Hero,
by the
same
way.
thing.
Yep.
So yeah, it's not a unique trope, but done very
No,
well.
but
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so Valkyrie.
Mhm.
I guess the homunculi plan worked that Nilbog and Bonesaw were working on.
I
Mm.
guess.
Because she's got embodied heroes with her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or
So that's
embodied
what
shards, rather.
I was confused if we were just getting her like internal perspective on how she viewed them, or if they were actual physical bodies that were like
Yeah, because there's a difference. She refers to them differently. There's the
Yeah.
ones where
The
it's
flock
like
of the
these are the ones that
shadows.
the flock
Yeah.
and the shadows. Yeah, the flock are like the ones who've been brought back permanently
Yeah.
through the
Yes.
homunculi bodies that Nilbog and
It's
Bonesaw made,
weird.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
versus the shadows, which are the ones that she rotates through and uses their powers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting. And I'm like, wait, so are they? But they're still under her control, it seems.
Because I mean, there's still
so weird.
the shadow, but just with a body.
And
I guess.
yeah,
So?
and they're just the parahuman part. They're not like the full identity, it seems. They have like
Yeah.
emotions and feelings and thoughts, but they're
Yeah,
not.
they have
Yeah.
personality.
Yeah.
They have personality, but they're not like, oh, my name's Steve. It's like, no, my name is Clairvoyant, or whatever their superhero name
Yeah.
would be.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, some of them
like we
get
talked
names
about.
like Eidolon's in there, but Eidolon's a shadow.
Eidolon's a shadow, though. Yeah.
Eidolon's a shadow.
But like,
Um,
I believe Cleo's part of the flock.
Cleo is
Yep.
part
Yeah.
of the
And
flock,
she's like, "Why did you bring?" Like, she's asking questions. She's like, "Why
Yeah.
did you bring me?" Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
What am I doing here?
Oh man,
Yeah.
the air gun thing is crazy too.
Oh, that
And
was
Wow.
so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
what a
was-
cool scene.
just a. I mean, it wasn't just a rogue tinker, right? It was like a shard took over a tinker, kind of Taylor-esque.
so we could actually talk about this because this is a later point out 10 years ago. Wildbow commenting on a hey, pick your classification and rating, power, and you'll get a random power. And somebody said, Tinker 15, come at me. And instead of somebody else replying, Wildbow replied.
Oh wow.
So remember, we normally do a 1 to 10 in terms of danger scale, and it was
Mhm.
15.
Right.
You can build anything, and you can manifest advanced materials with which to build more, secreting it from your own body. Further, your produced gear upgrades itself over time. However, this comes at a cost. Your volition is gone. The shard is in full control. And in the course of its building frenzies, you're a mind trapped in a body that has been altered to a cyborg state. Every limb and joint bending painfully in the wrong directions as you scurry and lurch this way and that, vomiting up materials that tear up your throat and mouth and knock teeth loose. And we're feeling red-hot agony as ceramics and hyper-specialized alloys thrust themselves out of your body and spears and slabs. Because the shard doesn't know how to take care of a human body, you fester. Maggots eat dying flesh. You starve. And the solutions the shard devises and tinkers to sustain its host only barely keep you sustained, hauling you back into existence when your body or mind start to give. If it needs you sane for the occasional reference, so it drugs you to do just that. Your waking existence is forever dying and slowly going mad, but never quite getting that release, filled with dread for those moments that are absolute torture. Where the shard produces materials, your sleeping existence is worse because you get a sense of how the shard thinks and of why things are the way they are. You were a threat to Scion. His path to victory figured that out. So he took you out of play in the most efficient way possible by destroying you and making you a tool against humanity.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
That's
many years
basically
later,
him.
that would get essentially built into
Yeah.
the story.
That's
In fact,
basically
my
who
favorite
he
is
was.
that it's like there is a one that's 2 years from here, 2 years ago, that just says, "Yeah, what do you think about that now?"
It's so crazy.
That's
But she
awesome.
notes that it's not Scion's shard, right? That it's
It's not.
Eden's,
Right.
Eden's shard.
Yeah.
It's something else.
Eden's
Yeah.
shard,
It's
yeah.
Eden's shard. It's not
Eden.
broken.
Right.
It's just it is very close to what Glastig was.
Yeah.
Just even more so.
Hyperactive, you might say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very little of the
Hyperactive shard.
person there, very much of the shard
Interesting.
being the thing.
All I could think
Except
about when
you
really
get the
go ahead, Nick.
It is really cool. I was just gonna say, I get the vibe after Valkyrie kills him and takes his shadow. He's like, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah,
I know.
right.
Yeah.
It's like a
He's
little
relieved.
relieved. For real though. That's
Oh,
crazy.
thank fuck I'm dead.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When that chapter opened, though, I
Half-Life.
could was thinking like, what kind of weird, Final Fantasy DLC did she find herself in? Like this endless tower.
What in the
Just-
name of Baroque, the Wii RPG, are we on?
32 miles of enemies. How high can you go?
Yeah, exactly. And
What
then
in the
just
name of
concept
Pokemon
like,
Coliseum 100 battle did we just step into?
yeah, the concept is just like, so how does it work? It's like, well, it takes the atmosphere and shoots it into space.
Yeah. Just
And it's like, what is it shooting at? And it's like, no, don't worry about that.
It's
Like,
not. That's not the part to
that's
worry
not the
about
problem.
here.
Yeah, it's just getting rid of
That's
that.
not the
That-
issue.
that- it's the fact that it's sucking it up and we have no atmosphere is the point.
Dang.
It's more of
Oh.
a vacuum generator than it
You
is
know,
a
like
gun.
if you were in space, like that, except magnified.
You know how the Earth is a ball floating in space, but we have like a little, a little sheen over us. What if that was gone?
Sheen. What if there was
We
no
got a little
sheen?
glossy,
I had a dream about that one time, actually.
Oof.
I mean, I can
Did you make
explain
it?
the dream.
Did you make it, Nick?
Oh no, we all died. Everybody died.
Oh,
course.
great.
Basically we were all like, it was actually, I think you guys were there too, and like a bunch of other people.
No,
I knew.
don't put me
Oh.
there.
nice.
But we were it was nighttime, and we were like outside looking at the stars, and it was like sort of like we see this glass shattering effect in the sky, and we're like, oh, that's the atmosphere falling. And so we all decide to last as long as possible, we are going to lay down on the grass and watch the atmosphere fall on us, and then we'll die.
You know what?
then I woke
If
up.
I was gonna die,
Freaking deep
you
impact
guys.
dream.
that'd be
Yeah.
a good way to do it.
Yeah,
Is this
yeah, it
before
was-
or
it was
after the
weirdly
time
beautiful.
that all of us hung out around a campfire looking up?
This was only
at-
a few months ago, so this is more
at-
recently.
okay, all right.
Uh-huh.
This is more recently.
Uh-huh. All right, okay. Just to be sure.
It's okay.
Damn.
God
She
smoked my
travels-
brain after that night with horrible
Yeah.
dreams.
He was
Yeah.
like,
Blaspheme.
blaspheme.
And
But
we
she's
move
I
from-
mean, she solos it, and then she moves on.
Yeah,
Like we're just
basically.
getting, because she goes from that to the
with
the
all of her
Warlord.
solo
Boom.
summons. It's
Yeah.
Dark Souls, but you're just summoning.
It's literally solo leveling. It's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's just getting stronger and stronger. And then
crazy.
they're just like they send her on everything that they can't do or can't be focused on
Yeah.
right now. She's just got to do it
Absolutely.
all. Like
Yeah.
And as a, I
Right.
So
can
there's
imagine
literally nothing
this
else to do.
as
Yeah.
a Love, Death, and Robots, where you start as Cleo being summoned. And then she's asking the question, why am I there? And she's like, don't worry about it. It's all fighting. She's getting dragged on the platform. She's just there freaking out. Like, why am I here? And then ultimately you get to the guy and she's like, kill him. She's like, what? She's like, that's why you're here. She takes the knife, throws it, and the poison
it.
licks it, and poison moves super fast. So, and that's what kills him, and that's the whole reason she's there. And you
Yep.
know, seeing it from her perspective, essentially, would be a
Crazy.
great. Oh, hello,
Would
boy.
be really cool.
I have a void.
Yep.
Yeah.
Void.
Oh man, the dog one was sad
Spankings for the void.
too.
Oh,
Oh, that one
hurt.
was a little
Like the
sad.
broken trigger that latched onto a dog instead of a human.
All right,
Yeah.
So
real
the dog
quick.
didn't know what was going on.
On the count of 3, say who you think was most likely to be affected by that story. 1, 2, 3. Jacob.
Jacob.
Hannah?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Nope. I mean, it was correct. It was me.
Jacob. I was
That was
trying
right.
Oh
to
yeah,
find a
Jacob is the dog person.
I was
Yep.
sad, but I didn't cry.
I didn't cry, but that was because I was reading this at work, and
Crying's not allowed on on company time.
yeah. No, that was rough though. That was the thought. I really liked her conversation with Chevalier during that, or right afterwards, being like,
Yeah.
"You don't think that this would have been a fun thing?" He's like, "I wouldn't."
Yeah.
She's like, "I know, but like you might have." You know, it was like, just imagine a creature, you know, not as intelligent or sentient as a human with a shard. It was like, this isn't
Yeah.
super dog. You were getting
Yeah.
mindless beast. You know.
Yeah.
And
Very sad.
it's just like, that's the thing is see, I'm feeling more emotional talking about it now than I was when I was reading it, but like the dog doesn't know what's going on. Like, he's just being a dog and happens to have stuff going on inside of him that he doesn't understand, and he's hurting people and he doesn't mean to, and he's just a dog. Like,
I respect the Wild Bow answered that question, because I feel like it's one of those lingering questions people probably had. Like, what if a shard
Yeah.
just didn't attach to a human and attached to an
Mm-hmm.
animal? You know. So
Yeah.
and it was well written in that it was respectful. Valkyrie
Yeah.
put the dog to sleep first, and then painlessly killed it. Like, it was very it was, if you're gonna kill a dog.
yeah, it was a good way to do it.
Like, I
It was
would've
very
preferred a
good.
Jacob's
cat, but-
biography. If you were gonna kill a dog.
If you're gonna kill a dog.
You're gonna kill a dog.
Lilo's fine
And then,
with killing babies, but dogs, it's very humane.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Babies is just, you know, 2 shots to the back of the head.
Who? So
Listen, I still am upset about the whole Astra situation, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Whatever.
Also, I feel like we're joking. Like, that wasn't a good thing. We'll just always remind ourselves of that. Like, that was a bad thing.
that was a
Taylor did.
bad Taylor choice
You
that
don't
happened
shoot
that day.
kids, Taylor.
turns out Aster was not the problem. Taylor,
No.
you guessed wrong.
Yep.
You guessed
You must
very
have
wrong.
guessed wrong.
It's good that our new
Grandpa.
listener is no longer listening because he would not understand.
No, it's okay. It's like our core, like 3
Listen,
people.
I
live in chat
respect
right now.
anyone who wants to jump in and is curious about
We got 6 people.
this, because everybody should read it, obviously. But jumping in a third of the way through Ward is a rough introduction to this story, and I'm
No,
sorry that
I
that's
would
what
not
you got.
recommend that to anybody.
Yeah.
But
Worm is
please,
great. Read the first 8 arcs. If you're not hooked by the end of arc 8 of Worm, you're not probably gonna like the books. And if you're locked in like we all were, then you're gonna have a great
Yeah.
time. Or until you don't have a great time.
Yeah.
and we have the podcast as a companion listening
did.
piece.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah, with 9, I also liked her brief conversation with Crystal. The line that got
yeah.
me is you can't just call them creepy when they're Valkyrie, Crystal. Oh, just stole a soul, gonna interrogate it. Nothing wrong about that.
I love Crystal's brazenness.
Yeah.
So,
He's
And they're
the
like, Crystal,
best.
she can hear you. Oh shit.
Yeah. That's great.
I do love too, Valkyrie's like, I've had at least one of these conversations every day for the past few months. Different points, different particulars. I have people telling me to take time off, but this is what wearies me.
Yeah.
It's like, but Valkyrie, let's talk about the ethics of your power. And she's just
Yeah.
like,
Again?
Give me a mission. Let me do something. Yeah.
We go fight a warlord.
I'm trying
I
to
also like
don't
the
try
whole
to-
thing.
don't- I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to do something.
Let's also like it's implied that like, oh wow, it took her a whole week to find the survivors, but she scanned the multiverse in a week and found them.
Pretty good.
Just not too shabby.
Yeah.
Well
Yeah,
done.
not bad. But
55 thinkers, 55 masters, 55 brutes. 55...
Hopefully other people
I
get
did
that
love-
reference.
so funny. I did love the thing with Crystal too, is she's like, Crystal's my name, not my cape
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
did you
Valkyrie's
pick
like-
that name? You judge
Yeah.
my Valkyrie name.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well.
okay.
Because I was born with it.
She's like,
Immediately after they're like, yeah, yes, that's right. Good job, Laser Dream.
Yeah.
Dream.
yeah, legend.
I
comes in.
forgot that was her
Yeah, Legend.
name. It was so weird.
Laser
I was
Dream.
like, oh yeah, Laser Dream.
Not a good name. It's not a
Oh,
good name.
I feel Laser
Could've been.
Dream
I like
fits
it.
with these
I like it a
Brockton Bay
lot.
sweatshirts so
It
well.
feels. Here's the thing.
Mm.
Laser Dream, to me, it's on Crystal, who's a young woman, was a teenager, now a young adult woman. But it feels like a name a hero from the 80s would have.
Yes,
Doesn't
and
it?
that's why it's amazing.
I like
true.
it a lot. A little retro.
Not the good 80s.
No, what do
That's
you
how
mean
I
not
feel
the good
about
it.
80s? It was all good 80s.
I
It was
wasn't
all
there for it.
synth and
We
None of us were
say,
there
glam.
for it.
As
We
None
don't
of
know.
us were there for it.
We
Come
don't know.
on.
we say as
We
a
were all born in the
generation that
90s.
missed it.
You
Yeah.
preferred something Blast Nightmare
Blast Nightmare
instead of Laser Dream?
maybe.
Shooty laser
Laser
pew
Dream.
pew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shooty-
Yeah.
What, the Lisma?
Pew pew nightmare.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like a good like Gen Alpha brain rot
Gen
one.
Alpha brain rot one.
Oh,
yeah.
no, please
something about
no.
beam. Just beam,
Listen.
beam, beam. That would be the name.
Beam beam.
Yeah,
Beam,
beam, beam,
Beam
beam.
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 But it's set to
Like
Laser
Moon
Grizzly.
Moon.
It's
Yeah.
Travis Scott's 4x4. Beam.
beam.
Yep. No, I see it.
Yep.
Oh
There.
my.
We're working.
Yep,
There
yep.
it is. All right, we're fading, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
come on.
I think we're good. I think I don't have
Okay.
anything else to say about Valkyrie. I'm just glad
I'm glad we got our interlude. That was needed.
we got her interlude.
I am glad.
Yamada is alive.
Yamada's alive. Thank
And there's some
Christ.
bigger threat looming in the horizon, but we kind of knew that. There's like
Always
5
is.
at least.
I know.
All right.
There's always
Got
at
a
least
handful.
one.
Well, let's ask the question: what is the bigger threat?
Right.
It's
There
not
it
the
is.
airspace gun.
I know. I like that they at the start of the interlude. I was like, "Oh, this is the big thing. Everyone's got to be worried about." Oh no, never mind. She got it.
Because the fact that it
I
would
thought it
suck
might have
all
been
of the stuff
the,
out of that world and then
Yeah.
transfer worlds.
Right. That's yeah. It's like
Mhm.
okay.
I thought it might have been originally that it was the computers, the
The
robots.
machine army.
Machine Army.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, machine army was like,
also
well, we
have-
don't need air to function.
True.
rid of all the humans.
I'm curious what the Simmerg is up to, because
Oh,
she gets name
yes.
dropped, and people
Mhm.
are
Yes,
like,
she
"Yeah, she's
does."
kind of acting up," and the Eidolon shadow is like,
Yeah.
and- um,
Excuse me for a moment.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Michael, cue it up.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Quick with it.
Allow me a moment to compose myself.
yeah, and so having the Simmerf name dropped makes me wonder: are we gonna find out that the Simmerf has been like masterminding all of these pieces?
Mhm.
Where like
Ooh.
she's been pushing Teacher to do certain things. She's been pushing the Machine Army to do certain things. She pushed God, like not in
Yeah.
obvious ways, but because we've talked about like the Simmerf has this disaster aura, and people who are around her for too long tend to kind of go crazy. Who was the biggest fighter at Gold Morning? The Taylor took over. It was the Simmerf. Well, she didn't take over the Simmerf, but she was there.
She was there, exposed to
Everybody was exposed. Every cape touched by the Simmerf's danger aura, disaster aura. So I feel like that's a possibility. Is my conspiracy theory is that the Simmerf is the main antagonist and is behind everything.
I like it.
Mm.
You know, I'm not upset with that at all because I love the Simurgh. My favorite one, actually.
Most
You all
fuckable
know?
Endbringer right after Behemoth.
After Behemoth, yeah.
That's not what I said,
we'll,
Nick.
we'll debate that.
God damn it.
We debated
Not
that.
what
and,
I
you know,
said.
still up. We'll put a post and we'll put a poll
A poll.
in the
Yeah.
Discord.
I'm disagreeing with you, Hannah. I'm just repeating what you said in different words.
Look,
In
you
different
might be
words.
right, but that's not what I said.
I knew what you meant.
I
Chat
do
brings
think.
up.
Listen.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
What is
I was gonna say,
chat?
chat brings up a fun question that we can
Hit us.
ask.
What you got,
If we want to, are we done with the big?
Well,
what we think
I'll
the big-
throw out
Yeah.
my quick big, only because
Please do.
I actually don't think this is it, but I do think it was an odd throwaway line that was tossed out this interlude or end of the chapter of the interlude was there was a mention of other entities, and it was like no, don't worry, when the entities, Valkyrie's like, when the entities claim like a world or reality, they put a little thing so that no other entities mess with it. And I was like, interesting to bring that up. That feels really not relevant to anything. Why do you bring this up? So it's
Right,
just in my
right.
mind. It could just be Wild Bow reminding people to like, no, don't think like that. But then of course now I'm thinking like that. So
Yeah.
Right.
who
I
knows?
can't help but think like that.
We will see.
Wild Bow, when you say don't think about a giant elephant space worm, that's all I can think about.
That's all I got. Yeah.
Giant shard elephant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sharding all over the space.
You're
Yeah.
right. It leaves a
No.
little skid trail in space to let other people know that it's already
No,
sharded there.
Come on.
Yeah. Yep.
It's just a skid
As the
mark.
token, as the token girl on this podcast, please no, please, please.
Anyway, what does chat say, Alan?
Chat was asking, is there anybody that could be any familiar names or faces in maybe not the flock, but in the shadows, or later on the flock that you'd like to see?
We got a few the shadows. I mean, we know about Clock Blocker being a big one.
Oh,
Mm.
And then
Yeah.
did she grab Gru?
I
I
don't
I think
think
she
so.
she was there at the oil rig.
No, she did.
When
She was
he-
there
But
at
she
the oil
was
rig.
there,
That's
might
where
have.
she
Yeah.
got
I don't-
clock blocker.
Right, it was the
Yeah,
same.
she
It
might
was the same
have.
thing. But I don't think she ever. I don't
Clock
think they
Blocker
ever
was
confirmed.
Clock Blocker died at the oil rig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was the one
Yeah.
that like held,
Yes.
and then they gave him enough time to like jump off, kind of.
Oh,
Yeah.
He was very
Because he
heroic.
dies
I'm sad all
specifically,
over
I think,
again.
kind of jumping in the way of
Mm-hmm. Yep.
like
Oh.
it sort of by Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sad again.
Yeah. I don't think the Gru one was a thing though.
Okay. Maybe
Yeah,
might be.
I don't know. I
No,
feel
no,
like
this was the whole
well-
debate. You're right. Gru didn't die there because he's on a farm that
Right.
Tattletale clearly
Right.
told us all
Right.
about.
Yes.
He's very much
Yes.
alive. And
Yeah.
he sleeps on a rainbow hammock full of dreams.
Yeah.
damn it! Listen.
He's right there where Valkyrie dropped off the dog with the shard so that they can play together.
Yep. Yep.
Exactly. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's all fine.
So okay. I'll use my own sound this time
You need
instead
it
of letting it be
sometimes.
used against me.
Yep.
I mean, she's got to have a few other people that.
Not
Yeah,
some.
she's got
saying
Eidolon.
about.
She's got
She's got
plenty.
Eidolon.
Oh,
we know.
well, and Eidolon, yeah.
I remember
Um,
she was hanging around the fucking death zone around Scion just picking up bodies. So
Yeah.
pretty much anybody that died in the big gold morning fights is probably with her.
Does she have?
I do love.
I
I was just gonna say I love some of the
Oh.
names. She might. No, I don't know that she had Doormaker. She was
she
under
has-
Taylor's control when Doormaker died, I think. So I'm not that she would have known to
interesting.
grab.
No. I
Mm.
think she does have
right?
Doormaker
Does she have
because
Doormaker?
he died. Remember, because he was like
Oh.
basically died of a heart
She
attack.
does go
took
around
him
really
over.
fast, though. Maybe she
Yeah.
does have
But
Doormaker.
she took him over, and then I think that's how they kept they were able to keep portals open in that fight was because of her. Was it not?
Oh, you might be. You're right. I think you're right. Actually,
They
yeah.
did the 3-man deep.
Yeah.
I want to go back and look
You're
at it.
right.
I think you're right though.
Yeah. Also, J-Man, watch
I'm
for
pretty sure.
spoilers.
Tease in chat.
Yeah.
Tease in the
Tease
chat.
and chat.
I do
Wonderful
like.
clap.
I will say I really like some of the names of the people she
Thank
has with her. She's got Volt Rage and Zapator. or
Yeah.
Zapatore, which I love.
Great name.
And then with the dog scene, she pulls out somebody called Machiavelli.
Mm.
Oh
Or
yeah,
Machiavelli.
yeah.
I think it's supposed to be like machine and Machiavelli, so
Oh,
it could either be pronounced
Machinavelli, yeah.
Machiavelli or something like that. But
Yeah.
however you pronounce it, visually it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Machiavelli or Machiavelli.
great name.
Both very cool. And then yeah, I also like seeing more of Chevalier being the leader.
Always.
You know, I
Our
find
boy.
it funny. Legend is like just there, and he's like, "I'm happy to help you, Chevalier. Just tell me where I need to go. I just don't want to be in charge anymore."
Yeah.
Tell me what to do.
Yeah. Oh,
And-
good boy, Legend. Too pure for this world.
Yeah.
For real.
Fran. Yeah, I don't know if that's spoiler or not, so maybe we just leave that be.
Oh goodness, there's all kind of
J-Man,
stuff happening right now.
Yeah, it's a lot of speculation. J-Man, don't worry too much
Okay.
about it. I appreciate the
It was
appreciate
all
the info.
it's all speculation and some of it's jokes, but some of it gives away stuff even though it's
Yeah.
a joke.
I can't
Okay, yeah,
tell.
Understood.
And
why
I
I
haven't
don't
looked it up.
Listen,
Most
I'm
of the
not
time
looking.
I try to. So
Just know that everyone agreed that Gru is alive on the farm immediately, even before
Okay,
we
good,
said
perfect.
yeah.
This is why I love you
And
guys.
he's
This is
with
why you're my
Taylor on the
favorites.
farm.
This is why you're
Taylor
no.
on the farm.
Mhm.
No, he's with
His
he's with
girlfriend's
what
there.
big-breasted
Coven.
rogue bimbo.
Yeah,
What's her
Coven.
name?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, the red girl.
She wasn't a rogue.
Like in terms of D&D classes.
Yes.
Nah.
Yeah.
Panda.
Panda, the red panda. She's
Funny.
not a
The
red panda. I don't
Coven,
know why.
the red
Red circle, the
barmaid
red
outfit
square, the red.
that Taylor was super judgy about because
Because it was all valid.
no, it wasn't. Coven was great.
Okay.
I hope she made him happy when they died. I mean, when they went to the
Yeah.
farm.
Yeah. When yeah.
Quiet. Shh.
All right.
Um,
Last question. Powers, as per
Favorite.
usual.
Oof. Look at
it's
the choices.
Blindside. It's Blindside is one of the top ones for me always. I mean, I love Valkyrie's flock, and I love that now she has physical bodies for them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
that's cool.
Blindside's power is just the simple power that, when applied correctly, does something really cool. And his power their power is just one of those that really hits differently. I like that. Creates such interesting writing scenarios.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, I like the simple power that is really creative, really fun to use. Freaking not the chemist. What was her name? Pharmacist. Thank you.
Pharmacist.
Pharmacist was pretty cool too.
Mm.
The tag team of the pharmacist and Lung fighting was really dynamic.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoyed reading that
Okay.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
No, the pharmacist power is
Yeah.
cool because, in particular, of just going back, we didn't talk about it much, but how it interacts with Victoria's flight and how it like follows her flight because it
Like a
burns
chemtrail.
powers.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
chemtrail. It's so it's weird.
Very
It's so
cool.
cool though. It's very
Yeah.
unique. And I
Aesthetically
really
pleasing.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very cool.
Most worrisome.
Yeah. Wrong again.
Well, I was just saying mine. I was going to say
please.
my favorite is Volt Rage, because he just sits there, puts up the I mean, it's a classic power. You put up the thing, you collect all the bullets and the electricity, and then you just shoot it all back.
I love it.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Classic.
Who doesn't love that? And also, somebody pointed out, with Cozen, Cozen survived because she's there at the meetup.
Ozen.
Mhm.
Cozy Cozen.
Yeah. that's true.
Because she meets up with the Undersiders at the
Yeah.
end,
He does,
Yeah,
right?
she's there.
which means Gru must have also survived because they were in the cabin together.
Obviously.
Exactly.
Oh.
He's just
Um,
retired.
What was your favorite power, Hannah?
He was very retired at the time.
I was saying Lung. I anytime we get to see Lung again is so great. I like seeing him at his full capacity with the full mouth and the wings,
full
and
dragon.
it's just when he's
Mhm.
full dragon mode, it's great. Also, just like we got so attached to him in Worm, so anytime he's back, I'm like,
Yeah.
Hell
It's the
yeah.
best.
Always.
And last, now that we've had Chris betray the team,
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
Yeah. Jury's
He's
still
not
out.
dead
What
until
do
I
we-
see a body.
Waiting on the interlude.
He's not dead to me until I see.
You see, how are we feeling about him and his who do we still think that
Who's most
who's
worrisome?
the most troublesome member?
Listen, until proven otherwise, I'm sticking with Victoria. So,
All right.
Yeah.
Until proven otherwise, I'm still kind of stuck on Chris. I don't think he's gone yet. I don't think we're gonna lose him.
did he leave with Amy?
and
Yeah.
yeah, I guess so.
Like
Yeah,
right
but
next to
but we
Amy.
haven't gotten his backstory. We haven't gotten
Holding his
more
head.
insight into his power, and I feel like we're gonna get it. We just have to wait for the payoff. So
Yeah. I mean, we're waiting on the interlude, right? So,
yeah,
he's the only interlude we haven't gotten from the core
yeah.
group. So obviously
Yeah.
that's gonna
Yeah.
be a good thing.
Sveta.
Well,
in-
yeah, we
in
haven't
Worm.
gotten.
Oh, we haven't gotten
Interlude.
Sveta's, yeah, but we also
Oh,
kind of already
We know
got
her from
backstory.
Worm, so it's
Yeah,
a little bit
we
less.
know her from
proof.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
I do want a Sveta interlude. That's
I wouldn't
true.
mind one.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Let me see. I thought I had just sitting here thinking about it is like, we know that Chris's power really sucks kind of sometimes. And I wonder if he, in a very selfish motive, was just like, I just go with Amy because like she can just
can
kind of
help.
fix my power.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like it
Well, I
might take some
absolutely agree with that.
might take some
Yeah.
experimenting, but she might be able to fix the negative side effects, and then I just have the my
Yeah,
best power to
he's-
just shapeshift.
Exactly right. He's talked about expelling body parts and things that he's had to
Yeah.
get rid
Yeah.
of when his bodies fall apart. So I'm like, makes sense to go with the flesh crafter who can hopefully make that less painful. Like I get that. It just sucks if she's
Yeah.
the worst person in the multiverse.
Yeah.
For real.
All right. Well, on that note, one last thing from chat. As Fran pointed out, remember that one young prisoner that saw Victoria's gold mourning badge and decided to listen to her just because she respected the capes that took part in that? That was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
That was cool. I did
yeah,
like
yeah. That was a good little callback there.
And as
I
Fran
think
also
it
points out,
shows good respect.
if we were talking about, you have to make a choice when it comes to Chris. If he did go over because of Amy, is it better to have friends or free healthcare? A problem that a lot of us struggle with today, except we don't get a choice. You get to have friends. So,
Friends and a
on that
weird
note-
pain in my leg that I try not to think about.
yes, but that's why you have friends.
Help me forget about the pain.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Anyway, you're welcome for the very milky episode tonight.
Oh.
we really
glad
milked
could-
this arc, you might say.
We really, I'm
No.
glad we could froth it up with the best
Yeah.
Isn't there
of you
actually
over here.
one of Valkyrie's people was named Milk? One of
I
her
hope
flock?
so. I hope so.
Am I remembering that
Yes,
correctly?
and we totally meant to bring it all the way back around.
Hang on.
God
I'm
damn
gonna
it.
find that. I'm gonna find that.
Well, I'm gonna choose to spiritually believe that that is
Yeah.
true, and that's
Yeah.
why we were all on the milk hype tonight.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
I know somebody else
Hannah
also
is
pointed
correct.
out way back in the day.
It's
See,
correct.
Hannah's got milk on the brain, just like the rest of us.
No.
And as somebody
No.
pointed out way back at the beginning, Michael Jordan, famous basketball player, also very famous for drinking a lot of milk and
I drink a
promoting
lot of milk.
He was in that Got Milk era.
That's,
You
you
see
know?
this?
great.
I'm that got milk era.
What do you
This is a
doing?
full circle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
This is where
More
we've
of an
come.
oval.
This is where
Oh.
we've come.
Is that
This is
what
where we've
it-
come.
Okay.
This is where we've come.
Where we've kingdom
This is
come.
where we've kingdom come.
Yep.
No!
What's wrong with you
Nick,
guys?
Nick, my mind, your mind.
I love sometimes in moments in the podcast where even though it's one web camera, I can like look through it and I feel like Michael and I make eye contact and we both just go,
It's true. Every episode.
and I'm like, it's up to one of us.
Yeah.
One of us. Yeah. Every
tough to be us.
episode.
Okay. Thank you guys so much. 2
Yep,
weeks.
We'll work on those Got Milk ward shirts.
No, we won't.
We might.
And let's see. You said 2 weeks. That'll be the 28th.
28th.
All right.
Are we
And we will
reading
be
Ellen?
reading, now that I have this up, because we just finished a almost 140,000 word arc. So we did the back half, which was, I think, a little bit shy of 70,000. It was like 60,000 maybe for that one. We're going to be doing arc 10 polarize. We're only going to do 50,000. So a little bit less, but we'll cut it in half again because it's a lot of chapters. Actually, most of the arcs from now on, I think, are going to be around 100,000. So
I'm splitting
those up. So we're just going to probably be doing 2, splitting all of them into the 2. So that'll be 10.1 to, we'll just say 10.9, I think is a good spot. It's slightly bigger on the front half than the back half. The second half will have all the interludes. So 10.1 to 10.9.
Did anyone get
did
a bingo?
anybody get a bingo? We had a smaller bingo this time, and I accidentally put in Jessica Hype twice. I got a bingo. I had Alan Rant's Cat on Screen, Jessica Hype. The other ones were, of course, the usual Nick Goes Full Teacher, Someone Cries Other Than Hannah, which my guess was Jacob. Hannah Cries, and Jacob Does TV Movie Comparison. So,
classic.
No milk on the
Kind of a
bingo.
weak bingo this week. Gosh.
Yeah, you know what?
It'll be on the next one.
Milk on the bingo for next time.
No, no, because you make the bingo and you're gonna bring it up. Not allowed.
Whoa, we don't know. We don't know that.
No,
you know?
no.
New
Stop.
free
Stop.
space.
Stop it right now. Stop it. You put that away.
No, Mike.
I hate you all.
I feel like, at least for me going full teacher should just at this point be replaced with Nick makes an inappropriate joke that makes Hannah roll her eyes. Just something, something to that effect.
Literally, like every time we hang out, Nick. No,
Well,
what it is.
It's one of my favorite things.
I roll my eyes, but I'm dying laughing because your jokes are funny. Alan makes a joke, and I'm like, I'm gonna kill him later.
It's spousal privilege. Krista feels the same way. My wife feels the same way about me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But does Krista laugh at Alan's jokes? That's the real question.
No,
probably
if the
not.
answer
Actually,
is no. There you go. The litmus test.
All right. Okay. All right. We got a song. I'm gonna play it.
It's been fun.
You guys are the best.
It's a song.
Join the Patreon, please come on and join the Patreon. Why don't you just join the Patreon? Come support us and join the Patreon. Please help us and join the Patreon. We have fun, join the Patreon. It's great, yeah, join the Patreon. Why don't you just join the Patreon? Come on.
Oh, darling, I hate that you only see me every 2 weeks. Join the Patreon so we can be together forever.
Hey, you guys are the best. The best. We'll see you on the 28th. Thanks for all your chatting, and we'll see you soon.